All right, let's do this. Indeed. Are you ready, chat? Are we ready? A new run. No Goa, no GoBra. No one gets out of Blackrock alive. We're stuck. We're having trouble with this one. I don't know. I think it's about number 20. 21. I think the last file was called 20, but that was a guess, honestly. I'm guessing at this point. But cheers everyone. Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, the wind is whipping already. But good to have everyone. Tigers, Summer, Thea, Finn, Hawk, Quill, everyone who's come in early, who's lurking, thank you for joining. What? Helga?
Let's
good to see you. Oh, what? 22 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Helga. Welcome, and thank you so much for that support. Folks, for some love out there. Hey, Dallin, good to see you. Welcome in. Anyone who's just hanging out, just showing up, we're starting a new run because yesterday we died. I think made it to 24 days. It was pretty rough. Helga is the best. We still have that command, obviously. Nice one. Cheers. Excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat. I'm just trying to get some hydration going. I think my voice had a long rest, and then, you know, I have to get back into the zone. All right, new run, custom, confirm, and I got the code here. So this is it. I'll show you again. We can double check it, but I just copy and pasted it straight from my command. So this will set you up with a really tough custom game, that's for sure. It's an interesting start. Midnight in a blizzard. Thank you, Minecraft, for shutting Helga out. Last seen playing some Long Dark. Awesome, folks. If you don't already follow Helga, go over there, drop a follow. Helga plays a lot of horror games too, so if you're into getting spooked or watching Helga get scared, go over there. Okay, Sir Enduring, welcome in. Yeah, new run hype, folks. Let's just talk about the code for a second. So we've got Midnight in a blizzard at the start. So that's an interesting thing. Normally that makes it a bit easier in the other maps because the wolves will leave you alone, right? But on this map there are timber wolves and they are active during blizzards apparently. So that's the thing. Yeah. So that sucks, but it's fun. It's exciting. The world gets cold. Yeah. Everything's cranked to high. Weather variability very high. This is something that affects a lot of these runs. I'll do any action and then like the dice rolls and the weather changes. Wind variability, yep. Aurora is high. Thirst, calorie rate, fatigue, all set to max. No recovery of condition. All the ailments are turned on. No birch bark tea. Items decay very fast, and that's something that really threw me, as I'm so used to this code, where when I went and played Pilgrim settings, I was like, why are the rabbits still here? Like, I killed these rabbits days ago, and they're still here? I couldn't understand how I like had rabbits sitting in a container for 2 weeks. I thought the game was broken. I literally didn't get it. But that's why, because I'm used to this very high decay rate. So things just don't stay nice. We can't have nice things. Empty container chance modifier, that just means that there's a high chance that you're not finding anything in a container when you search it. Even our sticks and branches are low spawn. Another thing worth mentioning, fish is low, wolf, timber wolves are high, deer are low, rabbit are low, bear are high, and moose are low. So all the like prey animals are low, all the predators are high. Very high respawn. I kind of forgot about that one. Yeah, the wolves are extra aggressive. They have a smell range very high. No fear. Yeah, so Timberwolf morale, we originally had this set to high, but then PT figured that it actually needed to be low because that means that it takes more to damage morale. Lower to reduce weapon and item effectiveness at damaging Timberwolf morale. Struggle, yeah, we get wrecked. Anyways, it's awful. I love it. I can't get enough. Let's go. Again, no feats, always no feats, because obviously it's meant to be as hard as we can get it. Let's call it number 21. PB 47 days. Alright, who's ready? Overlord, good to see you. Custom settings, yeah. It's awful and I can't get enough. Alright, let's go. Where are we? We know where we are as soon as we spawn in. We're either at kind of the Bear Bend area near substation, or we're on the river. And I think I have a plan for each option. Okay, we're on the river. So we're running. We're holding W. We might pass a couple cattails, but then as soon as we can, we're gonna grab all the cattails. But that's something that I didn't realize. You can actually play the game while like the quote is up on the screen. So you know how there's like a black screen scene and like a quote? Like you can start running around pretty early on. Like as long as you're holding W, holding shift W, you're going for it. Sneaky cattail. Alright. So what I've done in the past that seems to work. Hey Waffle Mouse, good to see you. Welcome in. I saw you were playing some Subnautica. That's awesome. I love that game. I played it twice through, and it's so good. It's such a good game. I still haven't played the second one though. But thank you for the raid, Waffle Mouse. Welcome in, everyone. We just started this brand new run. We are 1 minute in. Exactly. Perfect timing. Welcome in, Raiders. Good to see you, Waffle, and hope you had a good stream. So this is the thing. I can A, go to prison and hope for RNG matches, or B, go to Cook's where there's a couple trucks, and maybe there's like a pretty good chance that I'm getting a blue flare there. Like I found 2, I found 1, I found 0. Hey, Danger Nat, good to see you. But I hope you're enjoying Subnautica. It's seriously one of my favorites. It's so good. Alright, cheers everyone. New run.
I've never felt so cold.
So we're gonna ignore, unless we see 2 mushrooms. Oh, wrong buttons. I'm already screwing it up. Okay, we got a deer carcass here. Interesting. That's gonna be absolutely useless. Okay. So I should grab a stone or 2. We're running towards the vehicles. There's these 2 trucks nearby Cuddy's. And good chance at Timberwolves here, but also good chance at blue flares. Not guaranteed, but I pretty much, like, I want to say 80% of the time. Oh, what? Oh, we got matches. Oh, we got RNG matches. Easy. Okay, we got 2 flares and matches. Oh my goodness. We made the right decision. Okay, that was amazing. We didn't get matches, extra matches other than the 2 boxes in the last 2 files. So having max 24 matches over a 50-day run is awful. I hate it. So now we have, oh, I have to do some math. 36 matches, 36 fires, torches lit, whatever we want to do. It's awesome. You enjoyed the ending? Oh yeah, the ending is really neat, and I hope you stick around till after the credits, because there's a funny line. You gotta see it. All right, we get the accelerant. That seems to 100% be there. And the unfortunate thing here is we literally have maybe not enough fuel to keep warm. We gotta dump everything we got into this fire. I think we're good. All right, good start. Strong start, folks. We lost 9 health, but we got matches. Like, it's so good. How about a hacksaw? Whoa! Okay, we got the hacksaw. All right. Work gloves? No, Primar. Nah, I shouldn't be greedy.
Okay, here we go. Hype. Get your hype.
Unfortunately, like I said, We're pretty much cold here. Like I gotta get more fuel. We gotta get more fuel. Okay, so now we're like in a bit better shape. Let's go run around for a stick or two. Literally all we're gonna get is one stick. Oh no. Excuse me. Okay, nice work. Either way, this is one of the strongest starts we've had. Hands down. So let's not screw it up too hard here. We have none fuel. We got the hacksaw and there's a deer right there. Like this is a lot for me to process. We kind of have to figure this out. Why didn't I grab a torch? It's probably nervous.
Sure getting cold.
Yep. Alright, we're not going to bleed condition unnecessarily here. It's such a strong start. Let's try to play well. Oh, okay. We're going to the Timberwolf Mountain cave to get the coal drop. That's the goal. This looks stressful and fun. Yeah, you've nailed it. Basically, it's very intense. It's very intense, and you have to be on it because if you make little mistakes, it piles up. No hunting, yeah, Helga. The only way we've actually consistently been able to hunt, but it's pushing deer into wolves or pulling wolves into deer. Hey, Gundry, welcome. Thank you for the Prime. Amazing. I really do appreciate that. You can spend that literally anywhere on Twitch, and you sent it here. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Gun. Appreciate you. And Tess, good to see you, everyone. This would probably be much easier if it was intense. When Astrid goes camping, it's intense. But again, thank you for the Prime, and thanks for throwing all that sub love out there, folks. Yikes. Okay. Let's say we go for the deer. Let's get at least a steak out of it, right?
Cold is making my head feel thick.
All right, we have company. Okay, so I really think we should try to get... Oh, our sneakers. That hurts. So give me a 37% sneakers to start with? Come on. 32% undies? Ouch. I think we should go to Foreman's just to warm up. Like, maybe not even. And then straight to Timberwolf. Because we have no coal, we have no sticks. Like, we're broke. We have nothing. We got fuel. We got matches. We got a hacksaw, so it's not nothing. And I hate to do it, but I can't really get hung up on this deer over here. It's frozen. We now know, we have knowledge, folks. Like, we learned so much on the last file. Let's recap. We learned 2 new rabbit spawn locations and a cave that I've never even been in because we died before we got there. We died yesterday having found a new cave, but trying to throw a rabbit at a rock we fell in our fire. So that's there. We know about that. And then the 2 rabbit spawns. And then 2 now quartering with a hacksaw is the thing. We can actually quarter a deer with our hacksaw. I don't understand when that change occurred, but I like it. It's gonna be really useful for me. Very, very useful. Yeah, Dallin, I'm not even kidding you. Someone in chat yesterday was like, once, you know, you can quarter with a hacksaw. And I was like, oh, no, you can't actually, sorry. And then they're like, well, yeah, that's what we thought, but we saw another streamer test it out. And I was like, what? So we tried it and we did. We quartered a deer with our hacksaw, but it has to be obviously like we're level 0 carcass harvesting, so it had to be de-thawed. But it worked. Like we managed to carcass harvest the whole thing before it froze. It was crazy, and we have a clip and everything. So that's a new mechanic now. Oh, don't you dare sleep. That would be rough. Look at this. We have extra food, 90 calories. I can use that later, maybe. I don't know. 18 minutes. Uh-oh. Okay, we need to go grab, like, some sticks or something, I think. Of course, I can't see anything. Okay, we got the wind going this way. Minus 15. That could blow out our fire. Alright, let's see if we can pull apart that crate in the meantime. I don't know if there's a way to get to this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Boop. Minus 15, like we could potentially get a torch. Getting cooking 5 bonus challenge. Yeah, if we honestly, if we get to 50, the plan is to go out of this map, collect some stims, go to a forge run, like get a little situated, prepared, and then come right back and conquer the region. Hey Rox, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, Rox, if you just tuned in, we're literally brand spanking new spawn, but it's gone really well. It's gone almost too well. We have matches, and we have 2 blue flares and a hacksaw. And we've looted like 1 location. Yeah, so it's only downhill from here. But seriously, we're doing okay. Let's just test this out. All right, we can potentially take torches, so let's do that. And we have blue flares in case drama. All right, let's go. Oh, look, there was even a stick here. Oops. Oh my goodness. What? There's no way I walked past all 3 of those sticks. Impossible. Eagle Eye Astrid, where you been? Okay, we gotta hustle. And keeping in mind, so we don't have a vest. So we have to be somewhat careful. I'll warm up at Foreman's just because, you know, there's loot there too. We'll like warm up in bed with torches. It's very, very, very solid play. I'll leave, oh, no, I don't even need to deal with you right now. Ignore. Hey, Guntech, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Playing some Artico. Oh, nice. You know, one of our community members was talking about that game quite a while ago. It seems really interesting. You're like, correct me if I'm wrong, you're like in a expedition in the Antarctic, and there's like kayaking and dog sled as well.
Probably useful.
39%. Well, we found a can opener on a couple runs now. I think 3 runs we've got a can opener, so it's a thing. Sometimes we don't get it till Keeper's Pass, which is like, by then I've already smashed everything, right? Feels like 1 degree. Oof. Feels like 4. This is not ideal. You know what? How many torches do we even have? It's like, do we go to the cave, take damage? Or lose the match? I think I should try to save the match, and maybe we'll just hang out here for a minute, and then we can have a fire immediately inside the cave system. That's it, even if we can pull the torch all the way there. Alright, let's go for it. It works or it doesn't work. Hey, Goon, good to see you.
WONZ, Wands and Sublove, Wands and Hype.
2 years. Madness. Madness. Hey, Antisocialite, welcome in. Ping pong. Thank you, Goon. That's huge. That is huge. 18 degrees. Minus 18 wind chill is what I'm looking at. I want to know, like, officially when the torch blows out. But I feel like... I feel like maybe... I'm so torn. I want to go, but I probably shouldn't. Yeah, we're gonna sleep here. I might regret this, but the other option would be to try to start a fire outside with sticks and then like cook a tea, but we'll get cold doing that, and we're not warming up here anytime soon. So let's get some sleep. But great to see you, Goon, and hope you enjoyed that game last night. I heard it's a doozy, so brace yourself. Alright, let's get a bit of sleep. Yeah, exactly, Guntech. I like to do that, where you like leave a torch inside and then go outside and see what's going on. But at the same time, my temps were pretty low. And I just feel like I was a ways away from where I needed to go, whether I go to bricklayers and hope for a lantern and matches or jacket, or if I go straight to the mountain cave, which I think I'm gonna do. Just get another hour. Brand new run. We just started and it's going really well. We got 2 blue flares and matches in the first spot we looted, which was the trucks. Depending on where I spawn, I try to go to the cook's vehicles if I'm in the river, because there's often a blue flare there. So that's like a great opportunity. Oh, here we go. Run, Astrid, run! Just don't even stop, girl. Hit the climb button. Oh, we got double pack. Are they gonna bite me in the butt? No, we're good. Oh, okay. Got him. Yeah, we just started this one literally, and we spawned in the river. We got matches, blue flares in the 2 trucks, so I cooks. We got the lamp oil at cooks. We had our first fire there with the coal that's always in the coal bin. It seems like you always get a tinder and a coal at the ones that matter. At I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but at the jailer's residence, often there's a coal there, because that's a spawn spot. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to see in this cave. You never know.
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Okay, I'll give you a drink. Give me a minute. but it's going well. So far, so good. I can kind of see in here, and because I know where the coal is, maybe we can get away with this without a light. It's that time of day, but like, see here? If I miss a coal, I'll be really upset with myself.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Take it. I'll take it. Chat, yell at me if I walk over a coal, alright? There's usually like 1 to 2 in here. See, I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. We're doing it. You know what? I forgot. Tinder. I'm gonna have to make Tinder. I'm pretty sure. We got a few, right? We got cattails at the beginning, and we started our first fire with accelerant, so it's not bad. Just put the fire here. I'm so indecisive. Okay, we got this. I probably did walk over a coal. Like, I didn't even pick any up yet, and they're supposed to be coal, right? I'll go back. The PB is 47 days, goon. I got to 47 and then died. Yeah, but it was basically like we were dead by 42, and I kind of just
Perfect.
brute forced it to get as far as we could, but it wasn't pretty. No, we have 2 coals, so I must have picked a coal. I must have picked a coal up. But let's go back and check. We'll see. No. Did I just call Goon Grim? Oh, that's what my mom does to me. She calls me, like, after her dog's name, because our names are similar. I'm sorry, Grim. I mean Goon. Cal, good to see you. Yeah, well, like I said, we were basically dead. Like, we were out of water and food and at like 6 health by day 40 something, and we just limped along as long as we could. Alright, let's just build what teas we have. And then some water, maybe? We'll try to boil water. I'd love to keep this fire going, but we don't really have to. We could always make another one. Let's get a bit of a Tinder while we're thinking about it. I don't want to run out. Losing a bunch of fires in a row and then not having Tinder is like the worst thing that can ever happen in these challenges. Because like by that time you're already getting cold. It's not like I'm planning to have to light 5 fires in a row. More. And then we'll come out of here with some teas. We'll make our way to Bricklayers. And we'll have a bunch of coal in our pocket. Be ready to rock and roll. All right. We're gonna try to loot this quickly. We have 40 minutes or so. Hey, Mark, where's good to see you. I whispered Goon. But welcome, Markers. And I literally looked up Kenny Loggins yesterday. And I don't know. Other than like the one song from Footloose, I don't know if I've ever heard him before. I'm sorry, Markers. But I did YouTube. I did do that. Try. Wait, isn't there a bag here? Yeah, we gotta check this stupid thing. Watch there be something good. No. Okay. Onwards and upwards. I think the best we've ever done is 11 coal. What? Nice. And sometimes marine flare, apparently. I think I've got that before. I just always get excited. Yeah, your theme song was fun, Rox. I actually really, that was good. Shrizak found a winner. Should never have doubted. Ooh, here we go. Get some food. Yeah, now this I gotta be careful with, because last time we almost lost the torch in it. One time I almost threw it down that little hole too, so I should be like lighting a backup torch. Footless is just around the corner, thank you. Maybe. I'm not as nimble as I used to be, but I'm getting there. But yeah, yesterday it didn't let me pick up the torch because it was too close to the climb animation, so I had to fire bump it out. But anyone I missed, anyone who's come in or who's lurking, thanks for joining. And we are at the very beginning of a new run, so that's why we got a full health bar. Yeah, you don't see that often here, not in this show. Hey Shabby, good to see you. How about that volleyball scene in Top Gun? Is that Kenny Loggins as well? What do you do when Long Dark gets boring? Well, I typically don't like play other, like I don't play Long Dark off stream, so what you see is just, you know, what you get. I play a couple other games off stream though, so that keeps things, you know, fresh. I think back in the day when I didn't play anything but Long Dark, it was a bit harder. But now, like, you know, I'll play a little Dead by Daylight or Ark or something on the side to mix it up a bit. But no, I typically don't get bored. Like, I haven't beaten this challenge yet, so I'm like hyper fixated on, you know, conquering it. We got one nice torch, so I didn't pull a bunch from this fire. Took you right into the danger zone. Is that Loggins? Highway to the Danger Zone? I know that song. I know that one. Just started a new Breath of the Wild run. Nice. Yeah, Goon. Oh, chat, where were you on this one, huh? I know that's a really sneaky call. But look at that. We're up to 12. It's the best ever. We just beat the record, folks. This is the run. Like, if there was ever a run, this is it. The RNG is literally off the hook. That or all the RNG is coming at us right now, and then we're gonna get nothing later. But we got a hacksaw and a deer. We got you know, we got that bonus set of matches. It's huge. It's very good. Saw the cool. Oh, thanks, Gundeck. I probably would have missed it. This room here has some sneaky coal in it sometimes. But it looks like we're okay. Alright, so the real question is will our water be boiled over? Will our fire be available? How long in game were we? Fire's still lit, that's a good sign. Water is boiling over. 5 minutes. 13 minutes on the fire. Amazing. Feels good. Okay. Let's just regroup here. Break up some of these torches, and then we'll grab some new ones and cook some teas, and then we're out of here. We gotta warm up first, obviously. And I won't get caught at bricklayers, I promise. We're gonna get in, and then we're gonna get out. We're not gonna loiter. I really don't even want to make a fire if we can get away with it. Like, if I have enough hot teas, we'll just spam teas and get going. And we don't have the bedroll yet, so I'm not gonna rush the mine until we have the... Oh, I thought I tore up my good torch for a second. I'm not gonna rush the mine until we have the bedroll, and then the coffee and stim and stuff. Let's try to grab some good torches. I don't want garbage torches. Having a good Sunday? You're waiting to get hungry, so you need your pie? Nice. Yeah, I woke up with like a bit of a sore neck. I think I just either overdid it yesterday with my exercises or slept on it funny, but other than that, I got no complaints. I got no complaints at all. See, that's a torch that we'll take. We'll keep that one, but the rest, 22% torch. We're just gonna tear that out and try again. Yeah, Goonies, this is it. You're firing up Zomboid. Nice. Yeah, Mark, there's a lot of friends of the community are playing that game. I'm definitely gonna check it out at some point. I own it. It was gifted to me. One of these days when I beat TLD, we pick up all the sticks. I'll play another game. Once we beat TLD. It's gotta be coming soon, right?
Drink his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Alright, Astrid. I know you're thirsty, but we need room for tea. We have a 27% tomato soup, 200 hours, nice work. So, Markers, would you say you're like past the beginner area? Like how long did it take you before the game clicked? Like was it 50 hours or was it like I'm 400 hours away from the game clicking? Let me know, I'm curious. I'm making progress in Stitchin', have a mocha, nice, that sounds awesome. You're liking it. Yeah, no, it seems like a really, really well done, in-depth game. A lot going on. That's the sigh. I want that audio. I want it. I want it as a redeem when I'm getting stressed out. We can do deep breathing with Astrid. Useful tip? Yeah, for sure, Dallin. We warn people not to take any of the advice they get here in chat, though, so let that be known. This is the internet chat. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. Any medical advice too. We have a medic command just in case someone believes it. It took me about 30 hours. Oh, that's not bad at all. I was wondering because like some games have a really steep learning curve. Like TLD, I feel like it took me 500 hours before it clicked. Medic. Yeah, there you go. Rox is right. As long as it's not politics or religion, we don't really care, honestly. How are our torches? We got 4. That's gonna get us to our next fire. All right, folks, let's go. Oh, you know what? I hear bad weather. We have the option of making another fire and waiting it out a bit, or losing the torch. I think we should wait it out. Let's see why not. There's no like penalty, just more fuel. Hey Shem, good to see you. Ash, good to see you. Anti-wolf, anti-bear.
Come on, little
Yeah, PV seems like I'd like it, but I'm not in a place where I can sink in the time. I know, it's like, do I need another game where I'm gonna put 4K hours into it? But Ash, good to have you. You work at Five Guys. You still people going there for food. As always, know you can mix flavors on milkshakes. Chocolate, peanut butter, Oreo. Nice, Dallin. I didn't know that. We don't have Five Guys here in Canada, but like back in the day in McDonald's when I worked there, I went nuts. Like, you know how they have sundaes? So you get a sundae with like strawberry, and there's like a strawberry cheesecake sundae, right? So I would mix those in with the McFlurries. So I'd have like a McFlurry that was like, the cheesecake balls, whatever the heck they were, Smarties, Score, and then I'd put like the sauce in it as well. We have Five Guys in the mainland. Oh, the mainland. Oh, you and you big mainlanders. You're Five Guys. Sorry. Yeah, I guess we have Five Guys in Canada, just not in my little hole in the wall. But Shem, welcome in, and great tip, Dallin, for those who are into it. But yeah, McDonald's, I didn't like serve those to people, but I made my own concoctions. You better believe it. Mainlanders, yeah, it's even in the game. You think I'm kidding, Overlord, but like that's like what we refer to people who don't live on the island, mainlanders. You see 6 of them? There you go. Now you know. You know the tip. Just like Grey Mother. Mainlanders. Alright. Let's just hang out here. I'm gonna use this fur or not. Boil more water. Hang out. Waste some time. We don't really have chores we can do. Yeah, we'll tear up this and make a another tinder or two. I think that's a good use of our time. Fallout 4 too, when you go too far harbor, I think thought mainlanders were 2 heads. But Wands is an island hippie, so it's all fair. Yeah, there you go. Everyone on the island is granola or hippie or whatever you want to say, and everyone off the island is a mainlander. And then too, if you're on South Island, everything past like the bottom 10% is up island. If you cross the Malahat, it's up island. Even though there's like 500 kilometers of land, it's all up island. As long as it's north of me. You live on a small mountain on about 2k feet. People who live at the bottom, we call them flatlanders. Exactly. Hey, Taffer, good to see ya. Welcome in. Scrimshaw? What's Scrimshaw? I've heard that word. When you're an islander, is that like a kind of boat? It's like a boat, right? Roleplay for as Grey Mother. Honestly, I had a lot of fun doing the voices, but I also kind of wrecked my voice. I had like that's when I started getting into the honey lemon water, because I was just having like strain on my vocal cords, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how the voice actors do it. Professionals who do like voice acting, where they're like doing a voice or putting on a different voice. It's not easy. It's carving patterns on ivory. Jeez, that was way off. Bone carving. Taffer, Logi, you got it. Markwar's story. When you lay a joke, just picture it sailing over my head. The references are lost on me. Whale tooth, walrus tusk. Okay. New maple syrup cola. I haven't played Fallout, but I get the reference. Alright, let's just have a look here. It sounds maybe like the wind stopped. It didn't stop. It got worse. Oh no. Oh no. What? I don't get it much. Mainlanders get it. Dang. That sucks. There's a blizzard. I thought we were gonna get good weather for some reason. Hold on. We're on day 1, day 0, and we've had 1 blizzard. So that's the first blizzard never counts. Scrimshaw staff. There you go. That I can picture. Alright, let's think about this here. We got a little bit of food. Let's eat 1 cattail. You gonna lurk? Alright, Taffer, thanks for lurking, and appreciate you coming in. Hope you have a great day, whatever you're up to. Enjoy your lurk.
I need to rest soon.
I think we have to just go cold to bricklayers. Yeah. But then we'll be at bricklayers. That's not gonna be good. Ah, you know what? I'm just gonna go back to foreman's. Like we got a loss here. I can't really. It's that or I hang out until I'm exhausted. But I gotta go get some sleep. Let's go. We'll stop at the car on the way, maybe. Weather being the opposite, yeah, I know. And two, keep in mind this game code has extra weather change, like more wind volatility, more chances that the weather is going to change on you. Oh, goodness. All right, this is fine. Oh, you know what? We should have just gone for bricklayers. Is it too late? Yeah, it's too late. We should have gone to bricklayers. We were halfway there. Oh well, we'll sleep here. Ah, come on, we almost got it on the shelf. Nice one, Astrid. Aced it. Alright, let's lay down here. Hey, well, I didn't get to see you. Imagine getting called Island Boy when you live in Florida. Took me a minute. Florida's definitely not an island. Took me a minute. My geography isn't great, but yeah, I know that much. Maybe it's a peninsula of sorts? Or there's a peninsula there? I don't know. Well, I didn't get to see you. Welcome in. We have a brand new run on our hands. We're doing pretty good. We're starting to waste matches, though. We're starting to waste matches. Okay, maybe now is the time. Okay, I'll sleep another hour, and then I think I'll just go, and we might have to have a fire on the way, and get harassed by dimmer wolves, but we're sort of running out of options. But let's get a bit of warmth. Oh, great. That's awesome. Okay, we're gonna stay here. I don't have any boom cans, so I really can't go battling timberwolves right now. Let's risk... Well, we can't. We don't have any heals, do we? Okay, we do have a heal. We do have a heal. We gotta... You can eat trees, but we're gonna eat some questionable tomato soup, actually, Astrid. And maybe even nuts and stuff. This is 27%, so it's hardly risky, but it's risky. And we smashed it, so we lost some calories. I'll save one. You know, ideally we get a can opener and then we have boom cans, and that will save us matches in the long run. Because you can actually like take a Timberwolf pack down with one good throw, or give yourself like 10 to 15 seconds of just like breathing room while the pack regroups after you throw a can. Okay, so there's no reason not to sleep here. Let's just go for it. Reset. Day 1 complete. We still gotta get to bricklayers, so unfortunately we kind of screwed that up. I should have gone as soon as that Timberwolf pack howled. I should have taken a hard right, lit the flare, and they would have actually de-aggroed pretty quick. Hey, we will get to see ya. Does the hammer spawn in the muskeg? Not an interloper, no. In interloper, you can get one chance at a hammer in Broken Railroad. There's a couple hammers in Milton. There's a guaranteed hammer in Hush River. And there's always a hammer somewhere in Mystery Lake. But yeah, unfortunately, we will, in Interloper, the forges don't have, the forge regions don't have a hammer except for one potential hammer at Broken Railroad. And it's actually inside the forge room. Yeah, I'm sorry, we've all been there. There's a hacksaw in Muskeg. Like, you can always get a hacksaw in the Muskeg. But, no dice. Yeah, Mystery Lake, here I come. In Mystery Lake, you have, I believe, there's Trappers, Lookout Tower, Lower Dam, Ravine. So between those 4 spots, yeah, you got a hacksaw from Hushed. Yeah, if you got the hacksaw from Hushed, you got the bedroll there too. The hammer is in the Mysterious Signal Fire, so you gotta go to the Signal Fire. which is possible on day 0. You just have to Billy Goat a little bit. Billy the Goat here, signing in. But yeah, it's a neat spawn. Not sure if you can get all that stuff happening. Minus 23. Oh, let's go. Ooh, search trunk, let's go. See, they're behind me. Like, they're fully almost out of my business. I'll lose the aggro here pretty quick. They, like, just won't come over this way. Famous last words. They might. They could. There also might be deer here. Could you imagine? Okay, we do have a deer carcass, so let's set up shop right here. Oh, look at all these cattails. We just have to break their aggro like once. Wait, what? I said just once. Okay, get out of here. Oh, we should set some teas down. We're not even warm. We're not even warm, Astrid. Just in case this gets ugly, we're gonna dump another coal in. Okay, we'll try to get the hide and everything here. Like, we don't want to miss out, so we'll go with the guts too. And then maybe by the time we're done this one, it will be thawed, or we'll lose this fire. Ah, TLD, why you like this? Why did I even do an action there? What was I thinking? Oh, it let me put a stick
Tanabu
in?
yay, Tanabu yay.
Hey, Tina Bug, thank you for the sub. 7 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Tina. I really do appreciate you. Hope you're having a great day. Could be better for us, but look, we're tearing up torches and putting them in our fire, so maybe maybe it's okay. Hey. All right, well, we can. Let's grab these. Yikes. Thank you for shouting Tina out. Last seen playing some Long Dark. Awesome, folks. If you ever see a shout out coming in the channel like that, don't hesitate. You're going to have a good time over there. Yeah, having a great day. We just started this new run, and all is going well, believe it or not. Like, this is very strong start compared to some of the ones we've had. Do I put a coal in? That's the question. Do I put a coal in this fire and actually try to get the hide? Let's gamble with a couple sticks to see what happens. We only need 40 minutes, so if we get like 6 or 7 sticks, we should be fine, right? Hey, buddy. Just so you know, this is where I live now. Just this crazy person running around picking up sticks. My sticks. The dogs aren't allowed to play. Not here, not today. This is a bad plan. This isn't gonna work. We gotta try though. Yeah. It's not letting me. Too windy to sustain. We'll keep trying. Oh, okay. Game over. That sucks. I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. And now we're gonna be cooled in here. We're gonna need another match. So that bonus box of matches we found, we've just burned through it. I hate to say it, but we really did. Sometimes we get a blue flare here.
My fingers feel numb.
Okay, let's go ahead and drink partial tea. Maybe we get a lantern here? No. No jacket either? Uh-oh. Okay, we better start a fire quick. Hey, Widowmaker, good to see you. Welcome in. No jacket. Sometimes there's a jacket or a vest or something. Maybe there's one in here. Nice. Okay. Alright. Like I said, all that great loot we got early, that could be it. That could be all. It sucks we didn't get the hide off that deer, but it's a lost cause now. There's no way. Tealgate gods heard you mention great RNG. I know. I said like we had the best RNG ever, and then it's like, what do you think's gonna happen once? You know what? It sounds pretty nice out. I always feel like I leave a bunch of cattails behind here on my first loot, and then I never come back. Like I typically hit this once, and then that's it. So I'll try to look out there and see what we got. Also rabbits, but do I want to waste time with rabbits right now? Oh, it's nice. They're tempting me. They're like, hey, Wands, look at the weather. Why don't you go start another fire by the deer? You know? Looks like a good opportunity. Notes. Early guts, early snares. Exactly. That's what I mean. It's we were talking about this. Like, if I could get more guts, it's great. But also at the same time, like, I don't want to get caught here, you know, and waste all that coal I just got. Oh, wait. That reminds me. It's just so nice right now. I feel like I should. Hey, Fixado, welcome in. Good to see you. You can get more hides later. You can never get back condition. But the thing is like eventually I'm out of food, and I have to have food. So snares is not a bad idea. But at the same time, I got a lot of work to do yet. I gotta go to prison. I gotta go to jailers. I gotta go to substations, steam tunnels, Forger's Remnant, keepers. Like there's just a lot I want to accomplish before day 5. And then I should have shift my focus, but I think until then, yeah, we're gonna go. Until then, we're gonna just boogie. We gotta work at it. Get into the prison next, I think, is the goal. Oh, these torches suck. 23, 25%. I like it when games have built-in note-taking. Yeah, well, I used to play on PS4 Vixado, and I never used the notes because, you know, using the controller to like wheel through the alphabet is just a bit of a chore. So I'm a big fan of having the keyboard and mouse to use. I thought I just saw something over here. No, it's just snow. And I'll leave the gut here. We can come back for it. I don't want to pull wolves onto me. Whoa, Astrid. I almost walked out here without a torch. Could you imagine? That'd be a fatal error, to say the least. I know, she when you destroy a torch that's in your hand, she uses her bare hands to destroy it. A lit torch. It's wild. There could be some more cattails over there, but I'm just going. We're leaving. We'll take the path of least resistance. I think I should go straight to Cook's and maybe warm up there. There's no part of me that wants to go to NoGoBra Cave. If there was a bed in the lower cave below the ropes, then that would be my strategy. I'd go down there. Oh, snowflakes. I'd go down there with, you know, low energy and sleep by a fire, and then climb those ropes before all this nonsense. But sometimes there is a Woltook in here. Just double checking. Let's drink this whole tea. She's on fire. That girl is on fire. That's as close to singing as you're gonna get, alright? More mushrooms in the area. We're gonna leave them for future ones to deal with. They'd be great to have right now, but I think I need to just push a bit. Hey Chip, good to see you. How's it going? It's going. We just started this new file. We're on day like 1 or 2 now, and it's going really well. It is 91% HP, so that's just the health we lost in the initial run to our first fire. Lost 9. Pretty soon we'll get well fed. It's going good. Look at this, we even left ourselves a treat. Amazing. Let's not use accelerant. Let's opt to use the book. We're gonna try to save that for our lamp when we do find it. I'd hate to have no lamp fuel by the time we get our lamp. But yeah, folks, we're on a new run. We just got going. Astrid has a glimmer of hope in her eye. Things are going okay. But cheers, and thanks to Minecraft for shouting Chip out. Last time playing some TLD. Like I said earlier, folks, if you see a link like that come up, don't hesitate. Click through it, have a look. If you like what you see, drop a follow. Okay. Minus 14 degrees. Yeah, we have to use a coal here. Wasting our coal. Thought I heard a deer. I shouldn't be trying to hunt deer though right now. That would be kind of... that'd be a mistake, I think. We really just need to warm up here and go. So let's try to do that. Feels like 6 degrees. Ah! What are you doing, Wands? What, are you gonna go sleep here? Yeah, let's go sleep. Why not? What sort of second happen? Wands auto walks into a fire. Oh no. Mycroft, I just died yesterday to go into my fire, okay? You gotta put salt in the wound like that? What's up? I thought we were cool, Mycroft. Apparently not. Mycroft with the 0 chill. Come on now. The AI, yeah, no, totally. This is a sentient bot. It's just taken over. I have no control. Mycroft is taunting me. Hey, Stevie, good to see you. Solid start, yeah. We are at 91 HP. We've got the hacksaw. We've got a couple matches. We already did a coal run. Our clothing is meh, but we'll build that up a bit. It's sort of low on food. But again, it's early, so we have a lot of food to find and discover. We just have to sort of get out there. We gotta get out there and show the world what we're made of. Alright, do we have anything? Let's put a couple sticks in here. And then aggressively pass time. Minus 14. Minus 14 wind chill. That's bound to turn on me, isn't it? Oh, you know what? There is a tea right there. Let's go get that tea. We're running into the wind, so hopefully we're faster on the way back. We've grabbed the meat off the steer, just not the hide or guts, unfortunately. Wait, that wasn't even a whole tea, it was a half a tea. Astrid. Your eyes deceived you. We got enough though. I'm sorry, Astrid, I didn't mean to doubt you. Hey, Catchy Tune, welcome in. Good luck, thank you, Stevie. I need it. I do. I need it.
I could eat anything.
What do you mean? I just gave you a 90 calorie steak. A couple more sticks would be great. I don't want to run around too much because then we could just pull the Timberwolves on me. Alright, it's minus 15. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We'll see. Oh my, immediately it blows out. Okay, well, I'm cool with hanging out here for a minute. I'm fine with that. TLD wants me to hang out, I'll hang out. I'll sleep an hour here, I don't care. I have nothing better to do. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, TLD, I didn't mean it. Oh no. No! Oh. Alright. What we'll have to do is run to the prison cold with a blue flare in our hand. That or invest enough coal to try to live through this blizzard. Could try that. Let's go for 2 hours and see if that does it. If not, we're leaving. Yikes. Why must you anger the gods? Are you not entertained? We gotta do it. Yeah, so we're out of luck here, folks. We could try passing, 40 minutes and see if that helps, but I kind of doubt it. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we're hungry. Your hubris will be your undoing, obviously. Always. Always. Okay, like I said, we'll just YOLO. At least we know the way. Of course, the teas are here. Okay, we'll drink this one for the warmth buff, and then we'll drink the other one probably immediately after. Oh, tons of teas apparently.
I need anything right about now.
We'll walk while we're in the wind shelter and then run while we're not, even though it's -3 triangles. That's the thing, like, is it the same rate of decay at -3 triangles that it is at -2 triangles but 40 degrees colder? I don't know. That's something for the science stream. I think we'll get there. Maybe take a little bit of damage, but just coal. That's all we use. We know new coal drops, so there's another cave that we found that coal respawns in. All right, no timber wolves. We missed the truck, so we'll try to get that on the way back. Hey, Backer, good to see you. It's going good. We just started a brand new run here. We're about an hour into it, hour 10 minutes, and so far so good. It's going pretty good. We'll see though how long that lasts. But welcome in, Packer. Good to have you. Frostbite. That's right. We haven't found any clothing yet. Not a hat or a mitten, but we'll get some clothes here for sure. At least one cotton toque is always in the bus by the fire. All right. Now, are we warm? That's the question.
Jesus,
Nope.
cold.
We're cold. Yeah, we're cold here. Great. Great.
I could eat a horse. Not saying a lot because I love horses.
Astrid, what are you gonna do? I gotta think for a second. Give me 2 seconds. I have options. Light a fire here, wait out the blizzard, or try to get to, yeah, the storm tunnels basically, and go down there to pass the time. But I like to loot the prison first, honestly. Then I potentially get the bedroll. Let's just drink the tea and try to see if the wolf meat's there first off, because if that wolf meat is in the med bay, I should harvest it up. It's good early game meat, but I think we're honestly too slow. Last time we took this long to get here, it was gone. So let's see. Oh, we got it. Okay, awesome. 1 hour 42 minutes later.
Just a rest.
Ruined wolf meat? Wait, it's already ruined? Oh no. Hey, hello there, welcome in. And Kitty, good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in.
Use a drink.
What is going on? It's all ruined. I must have caught it at the last second. You're on your alt. Ah, got it. Got it. Okay, what the heck? That's so crazy. Okay, now where the heck am I? I can't even see. Can't even see what's going on. Okay, let's go up here. And maybe what we'll do is just drink this soda. Give us a bit of give us a second. And what we can do, why am I crouched? Stand up. What we can do is go to the fire, have a fire, and cook the wolf meat while we sleep. At least have something. Oh, rabbits are getting got. That's the thing about this rabbit spawn is the wolves are right on top of it, so as soon as you enter the area, the rabbits will typically get eaten. Oh, hello there. I'm sorry to hear that. It's annoying. Okay, let's just quickly loot here. Like I said, I think I need to go get some sleep while we cook. Hey, getting some food. I'll risk some parasites here. It's exactly what a bot would say. Okay. We'll get what? We'll get a bandage, which we don't have yet. Antibiotics, always good. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here. Like if we get the hammer, we can come back and break that up, but like I said, it's kind of... You get a chair with 2 cloth if you want. Otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on. Oh shoot! Oh, forgot about that. The doors open automatically. Oops. What just happened? Did we get frostbite or something? My game just froze. What? Oh no. BRB. Something bad's happening. I think I crashed. Oh no. Well, wait. What just happened? Just gave me this weird... Weird save lag. Strange and unsettling.
I'm starving.
Hey, cool K, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I had like a 15-second freeze. Not good. You should lurk in my place in RimWorld? Awesome, appreciate the lurking. And I hope that gets sorted out for you soon. Okay, let's get our toque. We deserve it. And then we'll try to get some sleep. Hey, thanks for following. Appreciate that. And again, I hope things get sorted for you quick. Alright, now we go to sleep. It's going so fast, the game couldn't keep up. I don't know, that was a little, like the weird thing with the meat bag. It all got ruined while I was harvesting it. So I must have grabbed it at like 1% to go or something like that. Just strange. And then the idea is we get to like the barracks or something next and we can have a proper sleep with a bit of food in our belly. Harvest plenty of water there and then head on to the prison. When fire freeze happens, I make a save and restart. I don't know if it helps, but it makes me feel safe. Yeah, I just got a save right after sleeping. So I guess I could restart. It's not a terrible idea, honestly, with Gun Tech. I'm kind of going to probably take your advice on that one. Folks, I'm going to do a quick restart and then tie this into a break. I'm going to just quickly get up, stretch my feet, and get a snack, probably. So, apologies, but I think this is probably a good call. Good call. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should tie this into something. Let's do this. Instead of taking a break right away, let's go through the screenshots. Right? Okay, watch your eyes. It's going to be bright white screen. Screenshot time. Yeah, here we go, folks. So I don't know how we're going to do this. Just yell at me in chat when you see something you like. This is the oldest screenshot I have. This would have been like when I first started on PC and I like was like, whoa, it's so pretty. Aurora Wolf. This looks like Broken Railroad at the Hunter's Lodge. Same shot, different view. Bunch of dead wolves. Oh, story mode. Look at this. It's cute. Another shot. Look at that! Look at that eye. He says, "What are you looking at?" Okay, we got enough of the ghosty deer. There's a couple blank. What do we got here? Oh, a nice little waterfall view. Ash Canyon. Kind of cute. Hey, Duke. High five. This is also Ash Canyon. It's a little dark, honestly. Again, Ash Canyon. Homesteader's Respite. Yeah, Ash Canyon. A little dark, though. A little dark here. More ash. Auroras. 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 Good to see you, Duke. Alright, I'm gonna start giving numbers to screenshots. Like, I'll say, Chad, what about number one? I haven't found any that I think are... I kind of like this. If only this was more in focus. I must have been, like, sprained or something. It's not bad. Kind of like this one. I'm gonna call this number one. Okay, this is screenshot number one. I kind of like it. So we have a contender. That's too dark again. This is interesting. This is a view from what's that spot called? Climber's Cave, Ash Canyon. The fog looks good. The black and white, yeah. I'll set a poll. Okay, it's kind of hard because I have no idea, but we've got one so far. We've got one that I think. I've actually seen. I think Mel painted a very similar scene already, so I'm not gonna worry about this one, even though I like it. I like this a lot. Hey, Widowmaker with the sub 3 months. Thank you so much. That deer was flirting. Yeah, exactly. Give me their what's that pose called? Blue Steel. Thank you so much for the sub. Here's another shot. Ash Canyon, believe it or not. Yeah, these are all too dark. They're honestly just too dark. This one's not bad. Kind of cute, but again, it's just too dark of a scene. Summit Aurora, nice. Here's just a cheesy sunrise in the muskeg in a snow shelter at the work table. I was up to no good, yeah, it's obvious. Here's the barn. This was actually my desktop screensaver for a long time. That's a nice one. Ash Canyon. Not bad. The fog. This is kind of cozy. Nice little scene. Yeah, just a nice little scene. I like them just, by a fire, hanging out. This is kind of neat. You like the one with the view from the cave? Okay, we can make that number 2. How about Tess? So far we have 1 and 2. Just the Desolation Point Lighthouse. It's kind of cool. Just big old Aurora. Here's me trying to goof around, throwing torches. I'm taking notes. Nice. Yeah, feel free to let me know, folks. We'll do this for about another minute or two, and then, like I said, we'll just restart the game. But we want to get... Oh, this is a bit brighter. I kind of like that. Let's see what the next one is. Maybe it's a better angle. I don't know. What do you think? Is this okay? This could be a challenging watercolor, though. I don't know if I want to send that one to Mel. Here's our start screen. Our old school start screen from Ash Canyon days. It's fun. Oh, here's the Riken. Another gigantic Aurora. Hey, Minty, good to see ya. Just stick it on the pole. Okay. I just looked at that one. Oh, we got the Riken, we got the lighthouse, we got the moon. The Riken is cool too. Yeah, I feel like Desolation Point gives a lot of nice shots. Oh, this must be Wolf's Jaw. Ash Canyon yet again. These aren't even my Steam screenshots. These are just me pressing F10, I think. Oh, that's kind of neat with the ski jump line. Chillin' by my hut. Bunch of dead wolves. Yeah, that's a coastal highway. They're all the same. Let's get some variety. That's kind of neat with the purple. I kind of like this. That's not bad. It's got a vibe to it. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Quincy's Quonset all lit up. Maybe one from here. The gas bar. Be good to hang on the wall of our Great Bear Necessities store when it finally finishes. This one's pretty cool. Oh, these are from the old TLD. Hey, Annex, good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. And welcome raiders. We're just looking through screenshots right now. We kind of taking an intermission, I guess you could say. But thank you for joining. Welcome in. And give me a minute here. We're just sorting through screenshots. Hey, Celestial, welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. Last seen playing some TLD. Nice, Annex. Hope you're having a good stream. What kind of stuff are you getting into? Daytime Aurora. Hey, we're into Blackrock. The prison yard, not bad. Kind of cool. Oh, lit up in Aurora. 4 contenders, okay. Yeah, these are all the same shot, basically. Just different Auroras with the, Oh, that's kind of cool with the mine. Yeah, they're literally all the same thing. Like, look at this one. It's 4 shots of the same wolf, basically. Look at him chilling. All right, I'll let you know what I think. We have 4, I think. Day 40, nice work. Killed your second moose. Finish it off with 3 flare shots. Ouch. Good job, though. Okay, so number 1. Number 2. Oh, look at this. I missed this one. Oh, it's the squad. I was just thinking about Valheim. It's so much fun. Okay, where's the other one? The Riken, right? I think this one. This one here. Or this one. Quonset. Yeah, what do you think, folks? Place your bets. 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's gonna be a poll. So this is number 4. Number 3 is the Riken. 2 is Climber's Cave Sunrise. And 1 is the I honestly think I like this one. I like this one here. It's just kind of got a vibe, you know, grim. It's a little grim fog with the burnt. But yeah, so place your bets. We're gonna have a poll. There will be a poll, and I'm gonna take a quick break. So, is there a way? Like, hold on. Let me see if I can come up with something. Give me a second. We're gonna show a random clip here.
Oh no! Oh, I totally had it. Oh man. I had it. I had it. Oh, rip my ribs. No. No. My ribs. My ribs. I totally had that shot all aimed and going, I thought. Oh no, not again. Oh. Oh, you know what happened? I think it was because I was cold. I think it was because I was cold before.
I'm bad at this. I couldn't get them all in one shot. Good luck, chat. I'll be right back. All right. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Or number... Huh? 3. Oh, shoot. I don't know what I'm doing. This was 3. This was 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. No. I'm this is 3. Ah! Okay. We'll figure it out later. Okay, let's play some TLD. Enjoy my desktop. I'm sorry, it's just such a disaster. Windows key and arrows? Ash, I'm a noob. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is that how you like to show all the image? What? Well, now we know. Windows key and the arrows. I'll forget that in a minute. But thank you, Ash. Thank you for believing in me. I'll try that maybe. Maybe when we get the vote. Looks like it's not even close. Black and white in Ash Canyon. Honestly, I think that's not only like a really striking screenshot, it's not also like impossible to paint. All right, let's load in. We should be right where we left off. Oh, 5 minutes till ready. Okay. Make no sound. You look so much like a Brazilian YouTuber. Can't stop thinking about it. Honestly, like, it always blows me away. People come in here and they're like, "Once you look like this person." I'm like, I have no idea who that is. Oh, they're a soccer coach from like this country that I live in. I'm like, oh, okay. Or like, I can't relate. I don't know this person, but I'll take it as a compliment. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, we don't need water. We have tons of water soon.
I'm tired.
Astrid's tired? Oh no. Hour 30 minutes, we can't do that. Did we even loot this yet? 61%, number 1 wins. Yeah, number 1, we did it. Second place was number 3, the one in the Riken. Nice. Thanks for the help, folks. In the second place? Honestly, the one, there's a shot where it's like right here almost. I kind of like it. It's like this view, but a bit brighter. Not bad. I spend a lot of time here. This is like a happy place for me, you know? Let's get a bit more sleep. And then hopefully the wind stops and we can walk with a torch safely where we need to go. Yeah, no, not a bad idea. All right. Let's go ahead and eat one of these 50% pieces of moldy wolf meat. Ah, parasite risk. We knew that was going to happen. Let's grab a torch and a coffee. Put this on here, even though it's a tiny piece that probably won't, you know, ever get eaten, because it's not worth stacking parasite risk for a piece of meat that's so small, but maybe we'll get the cooking skill. So there's 2 options. I think we're gonna go with option 2, which is go straight to prison. Do not pass go, do not collect 200 rose hips. Go straight to prison, Astrid. Okay, we have stones. That's good. Getting a little chilly. Alright, now is there a bear? We haven't faced the bear in a while. How do you kill a wolf with a bow? You don't. Unless you have like a struggle weapon, but we don't. So the wolves don't get killed. But that wolf meat make no sound. It's, there's a bag at Blackrock. It's in the prison med bay. The problem is... Hold on, I'm just nervous that there's a bear. No, it's just a wolf. The problem is, you have to get there very soon, otherwise it will despawn. Like when we got to the meat, it was already ruined. But there's a bag with guts that we missed, and a hide, and, you know, up to 7 or 8 kilos of meat. It's ridiculous. Yeah, yesterday we died on day 24, so now we're on
Place to rest.
day 1. We're really fresh spawn. Just give me a second, we'll get warm here. Show you what's going on. Yeet. Whew, just in time. Alright, yeah, we're on day 2. So we might be getting well fed soon, folks.
Can't feel my hands.
Not bad. I think what I'll do is drink the coffee and loot the prison. There might be more coffee too, you know, in our near future. But we have the fire, we might as well. We might get our can opener here. We've got one before. I think what we should do is drop a pile of stuff, though, at the entrance, so we're not, like, fully encumbered as we wander through the dark prison halls. And then we can take the shortcut out here. Yeah, make the sound. That area we just walked through is a potential bear spawn. It's kind of spooky. Let's put our toque on, Astrid. What's wrong with that toque? It's not good enough for you? I'd eat snow. Yeah, we would eat snow. Let's eat some water instead. Did I loot this room all the way through? I usually miss something, like a cabinet. I know we can afford this because we have a pretty good torch in us. Come on, steak. Give me something. I think we've been too long. Yeah, we don't have a weapon. We have been able to get around the bear, but it's really sketchy. It's very, very sketchy. Alright, can opener, show me what you got. Well, we knew it was a slim chance of getting anything here, but you gotta hope. There's always a herbal tea in here, at least. Alright, I think I'll drink that coffee. There's a good baseball bat. Yeah, they don't let me take the bat, though. I think that'd be neat, even if you could just use it to make a reclaimed or something. We don't have a pry bar yet, so I like to get the pry bar before I loot the prison, but didn't work out that way this time. There's a few pry bar spawns, like when you spawn at the other spot by pump station. It's a good chance at a pry bar. We have some spawns on this end of the map, but not that close. Alright, bedroll. Nice, okay. I'll take it.
I think I can use this.
80%, and we'll use it. Actually, I don't need that. I always end up taking so much weight out of here in books and water that it gets ridiculous. Gotta be conscious. Hey, Robbie, good to see you. Drawing something? What do you mean? Hopefully not. I don't want to meet Sketchy. The welcome in, Robbie. Hope you're doing well. Oh, we didn't get the coffee. There's sometimes coffee and jerky, and that's nice, but we didn't get that. So let's move on. See what else. I heard a wolf outside scratching around. Spooky. So we'll get a stim, we'll get a blue flare, there's gunpowder, and then there's a chance at like some mittens. We'll get like a bit of food. Oh, Robbie, not me, but Mel is a very talented artist here on Twitch, and they've offered to paint a screenshot of mine, watercolor, and I've been procrastinating getting an image to them for a long time, so I got Chad to help me. So not me, but friend of the community, very talented Melky studio. Hey, thanks Guntak, I appreciate that. There's always an accelerant here with a nice torch, so if you're really hurting on torches, you can look forward to that. This is where we show up if we have the hammer, and we can break up a bunch of furniture to get cloth. Because I realize now, like, I'm so used to not having the hammer. But having the hammer, I could save the hacksaw, you know, instead of carving up chairs, I could carve up benches with cloth on them. Seems like a better play. Better value, at least, because then we're getting 2 things we need. We don't need scrap. We need like 1 to 2 pieces of scrap for the entire run. And then we're done. That's it. No mittens, but sometimes there's mittens here. But there's always a stim and gunpowder. And there's just so much water. Hey Cindy, good to see you. Welcome in. You whirled your wireless wires. Seems good now. Nice. Well, glad to have you. And hope everything's good in your world. Happy Sunday. Things are going well here. We got a new run on our hands. New beginnings, a fresh start. Decent start so far. We've squandered a few matches, I'll be honest, but it happens. We did get a bonus box of matches so far, so we have 3 boxes instead of like the normal 2 that we've been getting. Excuse me. Okay, so now the goal is to get all the way to the barracks without stopping. And there's a shortcut I can take that should keep me relatively safe from the wolves, even if I lose my torch, but obviously we want the torch in our hand if we can have it. And the weather was decent. The plastic tab broke off and the wire won't clip in. Oh, well, hopefully you can get a replacement. That's annoying. Yeah, I have a couple extra Ethernet cables because I have to run them from the modem directly to my computer to get the best kind of stream quality. But they're excessively long. It's like, I got like 200 feet of cable and I needed 50. Yeah, that's frustrating. I didn't take note. I guess we ate this wolf meat around, I'd say like 2 in the morning, by the looks of our clock. Alright, for some reason... Oh, we're not there yet. But for some reason, when I go out the...
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, to go to the door up here into the main part of this building. Sometimes I lose the torch to wind, so just be conscious of that. Not much we can do about it, but we have a bedroll now, so that's a good thing. But yeah, sometimes as I leave, the wind blows my torch out. It's really annoying. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, folks, I'll show you my little secret. Oh, never mind, hold on. Do we need this? All these books? I don't have to grab them, do I? Let's leave them. Future ones can pick them up if he wants. So what we're gonna do is go down the flight of stairs here. Oh, we gotta hustle. And then wiggle at this low point in the snow. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then drop here. Oh no, Astrid! Obviously that wasn't exactly as planned, but kinda. It's kinda what we wanted to have happen. Boogie Astrid. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh, I think we're fine. Did I leave the gate open? Is there a wolf in here? Time will tell. Task failed successfully, yeah. Alright, we lost the torch, but we're fine. Bloody good to see you, welcome in. No good for online banking? Oh no. Oh, that's annoying. I'm sorry you're struggling with that, Cindy. It's frustrating. Oh no! I ran into the rope. We're taking damage, folks. No! Our beautiful 91%. It's okay, we'll get well fed in like a minute. We'll get well fed in a good minute here. It's gonna be all good. No hammer at trappers or the dam and not in ravine. So what about the lookout tower in Mystery Lake? The lookout tower, you know, the one that's sort of across from camp office, lake overlook. Yeah, try there next. Oh, we don't have a lamp yet. That hurts. Oof. Oof. Not having a lamp is actually really bad, because we're gonna be wasting a match every time we go through the steam tunnels until we find one. But maybe at the trailer nearby steam pump house, whatever it's called, the pump station. Maybe we'll get lucky there. Toaster. Is there coffee anywhere? This is the no coffee run, apparently. Ask for IP cables. Someone around you should have one left over, and they're really cheap. Oh, that's good. Yeah, thank you for the help there. I'm pretty useless to that stuff, Guntek. I kind of halfway know what I'm doing, but at the end of the day, not that much. Alright, you know what? It's gonna be light soon. Let's just sleep. Let's gamble with some sardines. 61% doesn't feel like a gamble, but it is, believe it or not. The one that you can go into, yeah, Weevil, not the broken one, the one that actually has a door that you can open. Yeah. Need a new one? Yeah. Alright, let's get a couple hours. And, well fed, maybe? Maybe soon? I guess not. It would be tonight, wouldn't it? It would be tonight at midnight. Or we're still on day 2. Oh, look at this weather, though. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's do a bit more looting. I like this weather. Oh, I know, Cindy. It's like, I had to change my modem around a few times over the last few days. Because I had some, like, some kind of shelving unit thing put in. Just to make things a bit neater. But, yeah. I was out of internet for a while. I felt lost. Hey, Barkers, good to see ya. Still here? Alright, there's been one time I get something out of these lockers. Let's hope we get something. But yeah, one time. By the way, still here. Glad to have it. One time I got boots and sneakers. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, see? The very rare locker loot. Extremely, extremely rare locker loot. Okay, I want to double check. See? This is why you double check. Make sure we didn't miss anything else. There's no like hidden coffee anywhere. Okay, let's get out of here. Like I said, we have the bedrolls, so I could sleep in the steam tunnels. And the chance of gunpowder spawning up here. Before we do go into the steam tunnels, let's drop our extra weight. Okay, here's the next shortcut. Instead of going all the way around, go to here, do another wiggle wiggle. Get up on the ledge, walk your way around. No gunpowder. And then you can take this this barbed wire to here, and then you're golden. Yes, it's got the big sigh. Ooh. So I like that shortcut. It's saving me a match. We're gonna spend a match here, but makes me feel good. You're good, bud. We haven't looted the yard yet, so I hate to do this, but I kind of want to sleep here a minute and then try to check on the vehicles, because if we get an extra match spawn, that would be awesome. I'm playing unplayed titles in your Steam. Yeah, you're waiting on the hotfix. I know a lot of people are, and I understand. I haven't even been going into Milton, so I don't have to worry about it. Bloody, I've learned the map pretty good, but I still got a lot to learn. I got a lot to learn. We were talking about this yesterday. I found 3 new things out. So 2 rabbit spawns and a new cave that I hadn't been to before. And I still haven't been to because we died before we got there. We saw the cave and then croaked. We should have dropped our water out there, but we can drop it in here. I'll remember, right? I'll remember. No, I won't remember. That's why we do this. That makes no sense, but I'll understand what it means. What's wrong with Milton? Right now there's this glitch where if you show up at Milton after having transitioned into like another house in Milton, the corpses there could despawn. So potentially you could show up at Milton Farmhouse and not get a key to get in. So yeah, there's also, Mark Wars is right, it's also happening at like the plane crash in Pleasant Valley. Those corpses, if you take your time getting to the plane crash, or if you enter another building, it despawns the corpses. So all those corpses with loot you can access. But the big deal is the farmhouse at Paradise Meadows, because the key is off limits 50% of the time. So yeah, that's something you can work around. If you enter Milton, go straight to the farmhouse, don't stop anywhere. Nah, it's in progress. Okay. I guess we'll sleep a bit more. And then we'll try to go out there and find bonus matches, maybe. There's a chance. Might as well grab the note too. Oh great, nice weather. Well, does this mean the wolves aren't in here? That's the question we want to ask. Can the wolves spawn in a blizzard in the yard? Oh yeah, don't eat a cattail. Get your flare just in case. The 2 cars are the match spawn chance. Oh, folks, that's our 2nd box of RNG matches. Crazy. So we're officially allowed to burn matches like we don't care. I'm just trying to do a real quick loot. And no wolves. Nice. Got that already. Easy. Amazing. That is awesome. So 2 extra boxes of matches already. We had 2 boxes total in the last 2 runs. Hey Brad, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, folks, we are we'll just recap here. We're almost on day 3. We just lost our first health point after the initial spawn. We lost 9 health getting to our first fire, and we've held it okay. We've been trying. We haven't been bitten by a wolf yet though. Oh, that reminds me. Should we just wear the vest? That's a look. I kind of like it. We look tough. Look like we're ready. Brad, great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let's grab an extra water. And we're cold in here, so we're doing it. We're lighting the torch. Just break this up first. And it's great. We got a lot of fuel in here now too. So, oh wow, torches suck. We'll just go to the fire barrel and start a fire there. Looks better with the Mackinac awesome jacket. I know. There's a chance we get the Mackinac. But we've already missed 1 chance at a jacket. And there's like 3 chances at jackets, folks. There's not a lot of jacket spawns. Maybe 4. but we've missed one already. There was just nothing there. Well, two, actually, because we found jacket inside the hatch at Bricklayers. So we've missed 2 jacket spawns. Yay! Doing great. Your wife is back after 9 days. Do you have groceries? Oh, I'm glad you survived. And I hope you got some good food happening. Living on what, beans? Nah, beans are good. Beans are good living. 9 days though, that's a bit of time. Alright, what do we got in here? This is where the hammer can spawn, but I always go the long way, just to give that anticipation, you know? Did you remember your bedroll? Yeah, what I do, Dallin, is I basically hover my mouse over the pick up bedroll spot, and like I pick it up immediately as soon as I wake up. So typically you won't see it, but thank you for reminding me, because it's good. It's good to check. Sometimes I forget. I often do. You'll see me just quickly do something like this, like, oh yeah, that's just me checking if I have it. You're not allowed to shop? Good question. Takeout too is an option. I don't go grocery shopping. I shouldn't talk. I get delivery, or if I do, it's like once every 3 weeks. And I do a nuts shop that's just like too much stuff. Or I order 33 kilos of beans in bulk. I'm almost out though. I'm almost out of navy beans. I got lots of oats. Well, not lots. I've been eating them plenty. But the navy beans are almost gone. Tragedy. Enchiladas, not bad. Brad's like, probably. I think I can handle that. Let's just quickly go to the next fire barrel. This one's a little close to the center. I want to be closer to the door. And we'll warm up. Someone once told me that they found work gloves in here, but I haven't found them yet, so I'm jealous. What? Maple syrup? Excuse me?
Can you eat trees?
Did you see this? The maple syrup run. Probably shouldn't put this much into the fire. Okay, condition 76. Cheers. I'll take it. Hey, Mantis, good to see ya. What do you cook with navy beans? Like, so much. One thing I make is like in the Instant Pot. It's like a bean stew. But I also use beans like in my smoothies for protein. So every morning I start the day with a smoothie, and every lunch I have a smoothie. I need that pry bar. You gotta remember one spot. So yeah, I have a lot of beans via smoothie, but also I just use them pretty much different meals. Sometimes I bake them in the oven on like a pan with a bunch of roasted other things like gnocchi or vegetables, something like that, just for a bit of protein. All right, Mackinac? Maple syrup and Mackinac combo? No. Faces, good to see ya. This is the prison map hard? Well, we know it really well, Faces, but I did learn new things yesterday. Like yesterday I found 3 new locations. 3 in one stream. And then I died. So we kind of know that lots is possible. We can keep learning, so to speak. Okay, let's go check the hammer. Why not? I'm trying to think, do we need any cooking? I guess we could make a water just for the sake. But let's see if we have a hammer. I'm pretty sure we don't. Veggie stew? How do you prep beans for a smoothie? So typically, like, that's the only issue is I have to do it in advance. So like if I have
This stuff will come in handy.
well, I always have some beans in the fridge, but sometimes like I'll have beans on the counter the night before I need them, just soaking overnight, and then when it comes time to use them, I just blend them up. I just rinse them, drain them, blend them. Okay, so no hammer. But yeah, you gotta plan in advance, and if they're dried, you have to soak them overnight, or you can like speed cook them in the Instant Pot, but I just prefer to soak them. Aced it. Okay, let's warm up here. Make some rose hip. I think I should probably... How much cloth do we have? 7? Yeah, let's grab the bandage. I think we have like 2. Do you like ratatouille? I've had ratatouille like once. I know it's a ton of work to prepare. You gotta do a ton of fine slicing, right? But I think in theory I'd love it. I haven't had a good one really. I think I made it once myself and I thought it was a lot of work. All this bean smoothie talk is making me hungry. Yeah, I know, I'm getting hungry too. I'm almost ready for my bean smoothie. Bean colada. What TLD do you make the least? Well, birch bark. I'm not allowed to make birch bark. But honestly, in normal interloper, birch bark is huge. And it's the one you make the most because it's the only renewable resource. Whereas herbal tea, reishi tea, and rosehip tea, you can't get more of it once you loot it all out of the world. So you only have a set amount. Whereas birch bark tea, you can make it infinitely because it's only harvestable tea resource that respawns. We're trying to make our way around all the key locations. So the next spot is going to be Grand Meadow Forger's Remnant after the pump house, of course. But sorry, I gotta adjust my neck. I don't want to make you have to watch this, BRB. And I even muted it. There we go. Sorry about that, chat. But I think I'll just grab some torches and get the heck out of here. Good chance at a coffee spawn coming up. Oh, look at these torches. They're halfway decent. Okay, a bit more loot in here. Like typically just cloth and wood, right? But it's something. We got a lot of fuel now, like too much. But that's good. Good problem to have. I can always drop some old man beard. Honestly, I typically will grab like it's lighter when you have it in the raw form than when you make a bandage. So I'll make like 1 or 2 bandages and take like 3 to 6 raw old man beard on my inventory. So that way you have 2 quick antiseptics ready, and then if you need more you can just craft them on the go. But yeah, typically you'll only need 1 or 2 at any given time, and just having 3 or 4 is extra precaution. It's like having bandages. You know, you could have 1 bandage, but what if you get a double bleed? Or what if you get a sprain and then you immediately go to repair it and then get in a wolf struggle? So like have 4 to 5 bandages and 2 to 4 antiseptic heals. No neck cracking? Yeah, I've done it before on stream and someone always says something, so. Prybar? Ah, nuts. Okay, so it feels like -6, -14. There's a chance I could bring this torch. I think I'm gonna leave a torch here. Like, as a just in case. See this crappy one? So that way, if this good torch blows out, we can come back here and try to re-roll the weather maybe. But yeah, I try to be conscious of that, Overlord, because it's like back in the day I used to eat on stream. It's -14. What? That shouldn't blow my torch out. But yeah, I used to like eat on stream, and then someone's like, "How can you do that? Aren't you like self-conscious about people watching you eat?" And I was like, "Well, now I am." All right, let's get in here. Actually, we don't even need to go do that route. Let's just do this. Whoops. It sounds nice. Let's check. It does. It sounds nice out there. Let's see what it actually is doing. It's like exactly the same as it was. You know, ideally we get this torch all the way to Forge's Remnant. But ideal isn't TLD, is it? Okay, let's go. We can't really mess around here anymore. If we lose the torch, we lose the torch. We'll sleep at Steam Tunnel. I knew it. I knew it. Minus 14. Wind chill blowing my torch out. What's up with that? Maybe because it's like directly in my face. I don't know. I got no answers. Alright, they better give me extra coffee here. I haven't had one can of coffee. This is a good chance at a coffee spawn. We get a guaranteed coffee here, I'm pretty sure. There's always one can. I'm wearing this silly vest, aren't I? Coffee.
Nobody needs this anymore.
I need it. It's mine. Ingredients? Beans. Me and Astrid are full of beans. Cheers. That's a good one. I like that. I think that might be a guaranteed spawn. I feel like I always get that. Maybe not. Alright, there's a potential hammer right here. I can't see, but I feel like we didn't get it. This partial cattail. Big moose kicks. I have the coffee cup too. I haven't brought it out in a while because people used to always say things like, oh, I want that. Why isn't the store open? But you can get an idea of what it looks like. Sit there. Cheers. Hey, past ones. Cheers. Yeah, Nat, I heard rumors that it was going to be opening up, but then it didn't. So I don't want to say anything. I don't have any information other than they closed it and it's not opened up yet. But yeah, I bought 2 and I sent one horse kicks. Well, I've heard of Dark Horse Roastery. I think it's out of the interior. Cindy, correct me if I'm wrong. Dark Horse is definitely a brand I've had before. Let's just have a look out there.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Hiker in real life? I used to do a lot of hiking faces, but I haven't. Oh shoot. Okay, we can't. I was like, we'll just loot the car, no big deal. Nope. Not today. That's a big wolf pack, folks. Yeah, I used to do a lot of hiking, like over, you know, expeditions, 3 to 7 day kind of hikes. But no, I just haven't in a long time. Okay, 56. I think these are safe. I have a theory that maple syrup and ketchup chips are 30% risk. So like above 30% they're safe to eat, under 30 they're not safe. But yeah, I'd love to get back into it faces, but I hurt my back last year and I'm still kind of recovering and it's a pretty slow process. So I don't want to undo all the progress I've made by going out there with a big heavy pack and being silly. We've sure been snoozing on the hide and gut gathering. Hey Duke, thanks for the hydrate. Cheers.
But yeah, if you want to see faces, here's one scene. Oops, that's not it. Hey, call me Weevil, good to see ya. Welcome in. And here's another. These are both hikes in my area. But thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Those are just a couple hikes in the area. Hey, Soul, good to see you. Mia, welcome in. Welcome, raiders. Hope you had a good stream. Weevil, how was it? How'd you do? Hey, Mercurium, cheers. Yeah, actually, I'm thirsty. Why not? That's right, Duke with some Watts merch. Nice. There's another one. See, that's me in my full hiking gear. I got my Tilly hat on. I got my Camelback, I'm pretty sure. It's like a water hydration system I'm wearing. You found the hammer? Nice, Weevil. Congrats. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, that hammer is one of 4, I believe, in the area. So you can get pretty reliable hammer spawn. But welcome in, raiders. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Weevil. Yeah, no worries, faces. Those are in BC on the island, actually, both of them. This picture here. Let me see if I even have it. This is also a hike I did, but that's in the interior of British Columbia in Nelson. It's called the Kokanee Glacier. Kokanee, as in the beer. Yeah. So I used to do tons of hiking. I just haven't. Yeah, I hurt my back, basically. Excessive overuse, years of hard labor. I have a bulged disc, so I'm working on getting that sorted out. Your best bud lives in Tofino? No way. Tofino's awesome. Faces, I go there quite a bit. Hey, we got well fed. Did you see that? I go there quite a bit when I can. Like, I used to do some surfing. I haven't been in a few seasons, though. Dang, 95 health? Folks, we have a stim. Yeah, there is a outdoor section on the Discord. A lot of lovely shots of people who go outside once in a while and touch grass. But Tofino's lovely. It's a neat spot. Yeah, I typically, like, when I have family visiting for any extended period, I'd rent a house in Chestermere Beach and put them up for like 2 or 3 nights. That way they can have the whole Tofino experience on the west coast. Yeah. What's this grass thing you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, legend tells a time. And day 6, a little behind. Your saplings in Milton will be cured. That's awesome. 20 days in each region. We healed the parasites. Look at us go. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it.
All I can think about is food.
I was just about to decide what to feed you, Astrid. With that kind of attitude? Alright, we'll give you the best thing we have. The best nuts and stuff we got. Followed by a questionable, crunchy stuff. Ah, it's all good. And 1 cattail. Because we're gonna treat it right. Friends aren't considering a trip to the island, no major plans, so yeah, honestly the island's lovely. It's just if you're actually gonna like see it, you need a car, because everything's like, you know, you could go to the city or just out of the city and spend a bunch of time there, but really it's nice to get up and up island to Tofino or somewhere like that if you can, because Tofino's awesome. It really is. I don't know how open it is right now as far as accommodations and stuff. Like, their busy season usually starts in probably May. I don't know. You would drive? Yeah, that's the only way to do it, honestly. Then you have the freedom to sort of roam about. Like, we have transit, but as far as like getting to Tofino in transit, it's pretty rough. I'm just admiring all of our good loot. Look at this, we got 30 matches, folks. 30 matches. Got a stim. Our clothes suck. Let's actually take a minute. Sewing kit? Okay, we're not taking a minute. We haven't found that yet. Let's go to sleep. Fort Rod. I kind of know where that is. I think there's a lighthouse there. Yeah, I just had an uncle visiting me, and I felt like I did the worst job. Like, he'd been to Victoria before years ago, and he did the whole touristing thing then, but like, it was raining. I didn't really know where to go. I was like trying to drive him around and show him places, and I was like, that's an old house. Like, they buried the wires in this neighborhood because it's really fancy. I don't know anything about my city. I felt really embarrassed. Like when I go to visit my uncle in England, he has like the greatest, you know, tours planned for me where he has all this interesting backstory and history of these different things we're stopping to see. Me, I'm like, it's raining here a lot. I hope you brought a jacket. Okay, we don't have a sewing kit, so we can't repair that stuff even if we wanted to. Our next goal is to get to Forge's Remnant, so let's see if that's viable right now. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Kingfisher, Courtney. Yeah, Kingfisher, yeah, that's a really well-known spot. Kingfisher Resort. Tess, you probably know more than I do. Howdy, Dr. Tickles. No. Brad's trying to make that a thing. Wait, what was that? Did I see something? Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, yep, get stuck. Good call. As long as we can get, you know, towards the... They're basically like a cylinder? I don't know what they're called. The metal things. If we can get there, they'll break aggro. Oh, we missed it. We missed the turn. We missed the turn, chat. YOLO time. That actually might be a better pathing. It's a bit more direct, honestly, than the other routes I've taken. See, but by the time we get to those steel... What are they called? Culverts? I don't know. Culvert, maybe? Whatever the heck this thing is. Their morale will break. So, we just gotta get to the fire. And slap this thing in there. Oh, we got a pot, folks. We got the pot. Why did we put a book in there? Astrid. What are you doing? Minus 16. Okay, let's dump a coal. Oh. Whew. Easy.
Jesus, cold.
Easy. Nice work. We wasted a blue flare, but saved a match, right? Nice work. Now, I don't think there's a deer spawn here. I think that'd be way too lucky. But at least we're rested. We have a minute to sort of think. The flare that I just need to ignore this thing. I'll never get it. Pipes? Pipes, yeah, that's definitely, it's like a really big pipe. Reminds me, she asked me to tell you to stop sending your Canadian weather to her. I don't get snow here. It's not me. It's probably someone who lives on the prairies. Blame them. Yeah, honestly, I live in like the tropical part of Canada. The tropical part where it's just rainy and windy all the time. Culvert? Yeah, I think culvert or pipe, large pipe is something I've heard before. But look at this weather. Blame Triz. Yeah, let's blame Triz. Sounds good. Hashtag blame Triz. There you go, Brad. Are you happy now? We have a Dr. Tickles hanging out. Jeez. I think there's rabbit spawn in this area. Okay, what we need to do first is warm up. And I don't want to pass time. I just want to literally sit here and let Astrid warm up. And honestly, this is a good time for me to go grab a smoothie. So I'll be right back. It's Pina Colada time, all right? Enjoy Astrid's company. Keep her safe. Don't let her boil the water. My work here is done. And then you post this emote. And you're never seen from again. All right, BRB chat. See you in a minute. All right, nice work, chat. You did it. We're safe. Oh, the fog's gone though. That wasn't part of the deal. Okay, we got 3 hours on this fire. Oh, look! You can see the prison! Can you see, chat? I never knew that. Look right there. It's the prison. Right at my thumb. Look at the corner of my screen. You can see the tower and the wall. There you go. If I had seen that before, it probably would have really helped me clarify the pathing. Live and learn. Something new every day. Hey, Blades, good to see ya. How's Elden Ring going? Are you over the initial, you know, hurdles of being a new player, getting figured out? Folks, Blades is new to Souls and he's jumping right into Elden Ring. Sounds like he's loving it. Blades also plays a lot of fun games like Phasmo and TLD, so don't hesitate. Go over there, check out their channel, cheer them on as they're trying to get through some boss fights in Elden Ring. Nice work. Okay, one more coffee and then we're hitting the road. Or no, hold on. We gotta go down here and check out the loot. Oh, yes! Oh, it's happening, chat. It's all coming together. Pry bar is huge. I don't think we're getting a hammer. We should get a lantern, though, at the next stop. But having a pry bar, awesome. That is great. Let's just grab a couple cattails while we're at it, why not? So we have the hacksaw, we have pry bar, we have bedroll, we have a stim. We don't have the lamp, so we still got some stuff to find. Getting there, nice. Yeah, just keep working at it. It will come. I think that's the beauty of that game is. Oh, they're afraid of me. See, we broke their morale just by dragging them to an area they didn't want to go. That's like the biggest tip I can give anyone about dealing with Timberwolves, is know where they spawn and where they range, and when they aggro, pull them out of that territory. And then you got to throw one torch and finish it, but that's all it takes. But yeah, getting beat up over and over and over, but seeing some progress. It's a lot like me and TLD in this challenge. I just can't put it down. I can't quit this until we beat it. But look, this weather, lovely morning here. When's it gonna end? Okay.
You can eat anything.
I guess we'll cook a bit more because we just got cold. Let's speed warm up here. And now it's windy because we passed time, of course. Of course.
Surrounded by snow.
Yeah, early days. You can tell, eh? What gave it away? Yeah, we're on day 3. We just got well fed. 90 health. No, wait, 95 health. We've gotten 2 extra boxes of matches on top of our regular. But other than that, we're really just getting started, getting our loot together. But we got the hacksaw, pry bar. We got a little oil. There's hope. I think we're on number 21. Yeah, we've been at this for a bit now. There's been breaks where we tried to do some other stuff, and we just got dragged back to NoGoBra because we never finished it. We stopped for the tournament. We stopped to do this, to do that. Still trying though. Part of me wants to leave this fire here so I can go loot the trailer and just immediately come back to it. Other part of me wants to go up the rope. Is that crazy? I could go up the rope. There's a cave. There's some teas. There's a kind of a shortcut to the trailer, but I think I'm just gonna go for it. The wolves seem afraid of me right now, so let's just get out of here. Wind or not, I'll leave, let's say, like 3 hours on this fire. And then hopefully we can be that quick. Okay, looks halfway decent. Let's see if it stays. But the wolves were just showing that they're afraid of me, so maybe we can take that as a window of opportunity and just go for it. Astrid 35. I know, honestly, I think we've like tried to get a bit more serious too. Whereas before we were learning, like now we've learned a lot. Like we just need to put those lessons to the test, you know, put them into practice. But who knows, maybe we get just garbage RNG from here on out. One thing that is good is we haven't been bit yet. So our clothing that we spawned with hasn't been destroyed. We do have the vest, we're wearing it as we take it off. Yeah, I'm kind of keeping the vest on. Oh, the wolves are behind me. That's perfect. I don't even need to worry, I'll just outrun them. And then we'll hit the truck on the way back. But this whole area here, we typically don't loot out very thoroughly. I'm wondering if there's treasures. Mackinaw, I know. I think I found a Mackinaw. It's either at the mine, there's a good chance. You get like a 1 in 3 chance at a Mackinaw at the mine. It's like Comet Pants, Mackinaw, or nothing. And then we found a Mackinaw a few times in Keeper's Pass. So Keeper's Pass is a thing. Hey, Jack in the Box. This is No One Gets Out Alive. So it's a custom code that Perfect Trip came up with. It's basically every custom setting cranked to max, including spawning at midnight in a blizzard and having no way to recover condition other than from stims. Yeah, thank you, mods, you're sweet. Appreciate you helping me. With the mods and Mycroft, I like have a really easy job here. I just gotta focus on sending Astrid after Astrid to their demise. Alright, Lantern? Yeah, this is a sneaky spawn. A very helpful community member pointed that one out to me and I'd never found it before. Just because I don't go over there, right? Sometimes there's jeans here, we missed them. There's lockers though. Each locker represents a little glimmer of hope that we might get something good. So here's a trick in case anyone's new. This is a 15-minute cloth. We've got a 23-minute torch. The percentage on the torch is in-game minutes. So we know we'll have a couple minutes on this torch by the time we're done pulling that cloth apart. Just one of those little things that can be useful information. For example, having like a 45-minute torch when you leave a fire is about the same amount of time that your teas will stay warm. So like when you have to go relight your next torch, it's about the time you need to make sure you drink your teas. Alright, so we got nothing. We got next to nothing in here. Well, that's fine. I wasn't expecting much, but
I've never been so hungry in my life.
okay, let's go ahead and drink a full tea and leave. Just found a cave I never knew. Closest substation. Nice, yeah, Wowdane, at substation. Basically across the street is a cave with 2 coal. And sometimes I think I found maybe a flare in there. And then in the other direction is a rabbit spawn with another cave. And there's usually nothing in there. Like for me, it's 2 sticks and a cedar. I think one time I found a corpse. Hey, Negotiator, welcome in. But Wowdane, nice work. I wonder if it's the same cave. Because I found another cave yesterday, Wowdane, right before I died. That's across the broken bridge. So if you're at substation, cross the broken bridge and then go left. I found a pond with rabbits, cattails, and a cave, and I never went in the cave. So that's on the list. You found a corpse? Nice. Might have been another cave then. Like I said, that area is a bit of a. Oh, we're warm. Let's go. Go. We're just hoping that the wolves are still de-aggroed. Any teas and stuff over in that direction, we're gonna pass up for now. Actually, Actually, now that we have the lamp, it's not as stressful because I don't have to worry about wasting matches to get through places with low visibility. So we didn't leave anything at the fire other than fire time. I put 3 hours on it. I think we should just abandon that fire. 2 clusters of birch bark? Wait, what? In Blackrock? Now I have not found birch bark here yet, so that's maybe a new area, Wowdane, that I haven't seen. If there's one thing I've learned about this game, so there's always something to learn. That's a great attitude too, honestly. It's like if you think you know it all, you might be blind to some new things. But basically every day I play it, I learn something. And yesterday I learned like 3 new things. Uh-oh. So this wolf pack is angry at me. I'm gonna do a quick, really silly thing here.
This'll come in handy.
That's our 3rd RNG matches, folks. 3 boxes. Okay. Do we gamble? Okay, he's right there. Close to substitute in with Pine Ton. Yeah, that's a neat spot. Oh yeah, nice work. We ran straight into a snowbank. It's fine, as long as I can get ahead of them. I'm laughing. We got the shift W. The aggressive shift W. And then turn around, slam that vest on, and they know they can't touch me. Run! As long as we can get to the gate, we're good. We're good, folks. And that's awesome. We saved our little torch here. Let's get where we need to go. Oh, my face. But wow, we haven't been there yet. We haven't been in that whole part of the map. We spawned at the river. So now that we've done the substation forgers loop, or the steam tunnel forgers loop, we're gonna get towards what's it called, Jailer's Residence substation, those caves. I want to get to that new cave that I found yesterday, because what if that's another spawn that's worth going to in the future that we didn't know about? And that's crazy. We've spent so much time on this map, and there's still like huge chunks that we haven't explored. All right, thanks for hanging out, Thea, and enjoy whatever it is you're cooking. I'm sure it's gonna be tasty. That reminds me, I got my Bina Colada here. Uh-oh. Astrid. Crouch. Uncrouch. Cheers. So yeah, we were talking earlier, it's navy beans that I soaked overnight, and it's got pineapple, coconut cream, lime. It's really basic. Oh, we went the wrong way. Astrid, you should know better by now. That's the long way. This way's blocked during an aurora, so you know it's the shortest path. They make you go the long way around. So no hammer yet. Probably, maybe won't get one unless there's a hammer in the mine. We got one more good location to loot for a potential jacket. We haven't got any decent clothing yet other than the hat and mitts, which is fine. It will give us, you know, no more frostbite worries until we have a rabbit hat and gloves, which we're a long ways from because we haven't done any rabbit hunting. We've been kind of slacking, honestly. I should be more aggressive with the rabbits and get those down early. And then, like we were talking about, turn them into snares on day 5, you know? Astrid. Don't forget the locked lockers. Oh, time trial. Nice one. I forgot. There's at least one locked locker. I know we passed at least one. There could be 2. Yeah, it's worth going back. It's worth going back. I know there's not going to be anything in there, but there's a chance. There's a chance there's something. But thank you, time trials. I appreciate that. pry bar. Yeah, we got the pry bar. The food situation, we have not a lot, but we also have like 5 steaks of 50% wolf meat. So we have that. And then we do have cattails that are at the prison that we haven't looted. And then there's rabbits on the walk that we're gonna go on. So the walk to the mine always has a bunch of rabbits. Okay, so we are taking the long way. Also vehicles now, we can go back to the vehicles that we missed before. Hey, nice work. I don't remember
Starving.
if there was a locked locker in here, but we might as well check. Oh, they are empty. Okay, I gotta go back to the start. Yeah, if you help me, we'll get you internet points. Okay. Yeah, we're running out of food. Trying to save the cans just in case we get the can opener. It's like a slim chance, but it'd be nice to have extra noisemakers. So this is the way left from the fire barrel. Hey Jackie, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, you get points if the mods are around. I usually don't hand out points because I'm too preoccupied. But if you've helped me out in the past, let the mods know. They'll hook you up. The economy is busted. Yeah, we gave up on worrying about that in a while back. Alright. Nice. Yeah, slots never pay out. Never seen a slots win. Maybe like once or twice. Nice work. Alright. Midday. So let's sort of see what the weather's doing, and then maybe we can get some of those cattails looted from the pond before we head to the... It's nice. Before we head into the mine adventure. You know what, we might as well grab a couple. Grab a couple bottles and bring them with us. There we go, we got a heist going. Get in on it, chat, you know you wants to. Let's see if it's your lucky day. We do have a couple locked trunks here to loot, so let's go do it. We're cold, but it's only -2 triangle, so we can handle it. I hear a wolf. Thought I heard a wolf. What? Yeah, there's some channels where you can gamble all and it's actually everything. That'd be crazy if we just changed that one day. Hey, Valley, good to see you. Gonna go for that number 2 spot. Nice. Okay.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
I know, we're hungry, we're getting cold. What else is new? So save the accelerant. We don't need it. It's only like 5 heist wins. There you go. That or someone generous in chat who doesn't want their points. You could just like send them your way, you know? Alright. We're doing really well with the fire starting. Not bad. Always be boiling water. Let's just do a little bit at a time here. Like I said, I do want to go down and loot those cattails down there if possible. Let's get rid of some excess junk. Oh, where's our lamp at? Let's fill that. it's pretty low. Pretty low. Yeah, we used up a lot of lamp oil on fires early on. Oops. Yeah, I actually forgot the last thing Zach asked for me. I never followed through, but he was looking for a clip of when I found the Mackinac at the community center, and I have no idea when that was. No idea, but the video's already out there, so I've dropped the ball. Okay, we better eat something. Oh, you know what? We could probably go eat another steak, another questionable piece of meat. That wolf meat is there. I think it was on the 500-day run. Oops. Lost time. Yeah, I gotta go on the YouTube and start dumping content on there. Otherwise, we're gonna lose some NoGoBra videos because I only have 2 months of VOD storage on Twitch. So that's why I like to just get the things on the YouTube when I can in a massive amount. So apologies if you're subbed and you hear like 1,000 dings one day. We still don't have a sewing kit. There's always one at substation though. Whoa, extra bandages much? Nice. It's not bad. Shouldn't be mad about that. Just trying to warm up a bit, but it sounds nasty out. Hey Ish, good to see you. Welcome in. Violacious. Welcome. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. I think I was drinking my smoothie too fast, but welcome in, Vi. Good to see you. And Ish, good to have you. Oh, it sounds like the weather has calmed down. Let's try to get to our bedroll for just a bit of time. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay, we got an hour. Let's see if we can shed some weight. I should save the coffee if we can, but I just want to push out and try to find some cattails here before we lose this good weather and this torch. Oh, violacious. There you go. Oh my goodness, why? You must have been lurking when I said that. I was joking. But there you go. Yeah, that's really generous, Vi. But if anyone deserves it, it's Rox, who's just done so much here to help me out with this channel over the last couple of years, honestly. Even before Rox was a mod, they were helping me with the quotes, and that was a daunting task that I never would have even considered, getting that quote list together. Alright, we got cattails, folks, and there's no moose here. We have the Bricklayer's moose, so that's not something we need to stress about. Oh, we have 2 torches, we might as well use the worst one. I always try to save the 100% torches for when... exclamation point give. Yeah, I think that's it. How to take. I think, what was I talking about? Yeah, I like to save the big torches for the Timberwolves when I'm like really stressed out and I just want to light a torch and not even have to stop. Then that's when you want the 100% torch. Yeah, I have some points. Yeah, too, if you're new to the channel, folks, or you're out of points, don't hesitate to ask. If we have mods present, they might be happy to help you out. No promises, but there you go. Give you something to play with. So you can get in on those heists and gambles and whatnot. Okay, we're getting teas, we're getting cattails. This is like way more than I normally get here as far as food and tea loot. Usually we get like a couple. Cattails total, not 15. There is a top 20 too if you do exclamation point top space 20. So if anyone didn't know, that is actually a shortcut to a rope climb that spits you out kind of in between Grand Meadow and the trailer there. So it's pretty strong shortcut. I never use it, but... And then just over here is this new rabbit spawn we found yesterday. Speaking of, shouldn't we go get a rabbit or two? Right?
Oh, I'm starving.
That would be smart. We should do that. Alright, let's slam a hot coffee into us. And then see if we can pull a rabbit or two. Gotta use our 100% torch. Oof. It's that or we let the torch out and just hope we don't outlast our fire that we set. But I'm not confident. Oh, wrong way. Not confident that that fire will still be lit. Time goes fast in this game. Okay, folks. Rabbit spawn. There's a cave here, but there's really not anything worth my time in it. At least that's what I'm going with. Maybe there's something good in there, but I've not really found anything worth keeping note of. Okay. So what we do here is drop the torch from our inventory, because if you drop it while standing, it scares the rabbits. Oh, that almost looked like a twofer. Okay. There we go. We got rabbits, we got cattails, we got some roseptias. You're 20, nice. Your wife would say you're 12, zing. 12, oh no. Brad getting bullied.
I could eat a horse.
It's remove, but it does take away points. Yeah, I can remove points. I don't know if everyone has the ability to do that. I think only mods and me. But exclamation point removes, because I have to take myself off the list or bots. Do we have any bots? I don't think so. Do we get greedy? I think I'll save that half for later. You did it for the Blackrock bets. Ah, right. No point in worrying. They're not even going to get to me in time. Plus, they break aggro here, like at the prison, so once you get the gate... Oh, that reminds me, there's a Polaroid there. I forgot about that. Why are you like this? That's what I say to TLD all the time. TLD, why are you like this? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, this weather is gorgeous right now. See, here's the thing, is I shouldn't use the stim. We shouldn't use the stim. Because it would be a waste of 5 health. We're at 95 HP. 1 minute on the fire. What is this? Do we actually know how to play the video game? I honestly think we're gonna sleep here. But let's throw a tea on. Wait, we gotta think about this. I have coffee. Nah, you know what? I should sleep. I could sleep in the cave though. I could sleep in the cave. I need a lot of firewood though, because I'll need like a 12-hour sleep to get up those ropes. I'm thinking about the mine run, right? I want to leave now. I want to go right now. Timberwolves be darned. No, you know what? We have the rabbits. We gotta process the rabbits. We forgot about our rabbits. Before we forget, let's grab another torch. Yep, stopping and thinking once in a while isn't a bad thing. If we just left, like I kind of wanted to do, I wanted to warm up and go, we forget all about these. And this is pretty important to our game here.
I need to eat soon.
We're trying, Astrid. I'm literally working on that as we speak. In 30 minutes, we'll eat an actual bit of protein instead of cattails. I promise, Astrid. One of these days, we're gonna treat you right. You're gonna be warm. 14 minutes, 51 on the fire, 30 minutes. It's a waste of fire. Let's do teas instead. Ah. We're doing it, chat. We're learning. Someday we're gonna figure out all the tricks. Cooking two, nice. That's just mostly from teas and coffees, right? We're a little low on fuel. Did I drop a bunch of fuel off at the fire? "45 minutes, oof. Okay, we're fine. What I'll do is sleep here until we're fully rested, and then maybe we'll get good lucky weather tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to save the stim, because if I use the stim now, I'll be at 105 health. But if I use it when I'm at 90, I'll be at 105 health, you know? So I could save that stim. I don't know, is that greedy? Am I getting greedy? Dang, a full health though is in our sights, you know? Full HP for Astrid? Unheard of. Hey, Kirari, welcome in. Good to see you. Wouldn't mind a couple more torches. I might use the cedar out. Or practical gunsmithing. Let's do that instead. We'll get 27 out of it. I will warm up a tea that chat won't let me forget tomorrow. Take a torch. Decide that this torch isn't good enough. And add a different stick to the fire. To then get a better torch. Yeah, see? Thank you, TLD. Awesome. Alright, let's break up the stick before we forget. And then we'll have a hot tea. We have a full belly. 4 minutes? Uh-oh. Darn. This might not cook the tea up. No! Because I don't think it does embers inside. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, chat. Sorry. Okay, let's sleep an hour. Just so we have a bit of energy, and then we'll process our rabbits. We'll get the hides and guts curing ASAP. Hey, Demon, welcome in. Good to see you. Astrid, we ate yesterday. What are you talking about? Starving. I fed you 2 cattails last Thursday. I think the wolf wants in. We're getting tired here. Taking damage, potentially. Oh, we have a piece of cooked meat on us. No wonder the wolf is everywhere.
Just need to close my eyes.
Should be okay. Whoa, it's -3 feels like. Yikes. We need better clothes. That sucks. Okay. I didn't realize it was that cold in here. It's warmer outside in our happy place. That little nook we like. Okay, 30 minutes and then we'll get a good sleep. We'll basically pack Astrid with food. Oh, I'd love, you know what we should have done? I forgot. We should have grabbed that wolf meat to eat. Darn. Okay, we got cattails. Let's just eat cattails tonight. We'll get some more tomorrow. We're walking the same path that we spawned on, so we won't get as many, but we'll get some. Hey, Jacob, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Grim Gang. We're here in Blackrock. We're doing this silly challenge that I've been stuck on for eons. Years, it feels like. I'm trying to get to 50 days on this custom code with every setting cranked to max difficulty. And we're spawning in Blackrock. We're not allowed to leave other than to go to Keeper's Pass or to the cave that has coal in it that connects to Timberwolf. We ate yesterday. What do you mean you're starving after you 2 kills last Thursday? Nice, thank you. Great quote. 375. Wow, we got quotes, folks. We got quotes here. I think this is actually pretty decent timing because we'll not be like early morning when we want to leave. We'll be later in the afternoon. Or like at least midday, so maybe we get a bit more warmth. Quote 404. I'm keen. Yeah, we don't get as many quotes these days, but the more times mods are in chat, we do get quotes. Okay, that tea is warm. Just gonna go ahead and put this charcoal away because you need charcoal to make the accelerant, the gunpowder. I'm just trying to shed a bit of weight so when the time comes and we're doing the climb, we're not excessively heavy. You know, we're only 22 kilos, but I want to be like as close to 15 as possible when we hit that rope. You can go in buildings? Yeah, easy mode, I know. No outer loafer? What is this nonsense? You know it's coming. You know we're gonna do at some point Queen Astrid takes on NoGoBra. Could you imagine? NoGoa with no... You can't go in the red at any point. It'd be just like 5 minutes of each spawn. Oh, welcome to Mystery Lake. Oh, you're cold. Game over, restart. Nah, that sounds almost unplayable. Let's use this door here to check the weather. Dang, it looks nice out. I'm actually going to hold off on leaving though. We're going to take a minute. Hey, Ruak, good to see you. Welcome in. High five. Good to have you. And thanks, Micro, for shouting Ruak out. Last team playing some TLD. Rook was working on getting up 500 days last I checked. Definitely go check them out, folks. But I hope you're doing well, Rook. We're here on a new run, and like we're doing okay. Run day 4 with 94% HP. We just lost a health, folks. One hit point last night to exhaustion, unfortunately. 188 calories. It's not worth it. We don't have really any chores to do. Maybe we should just leave. Let's warm up just a touch. Alright, you know what? It's too nice out. We're going. Let's go. heist. We got a heist, folks. Let's do it. Get in on it. You know you wants to. Hey, the hot tea's on the radio for once. How about that? Alright, folks, we're going to the mine via the, you know, river route. I haven't looted the truck nearby, but I kind of want to just push without running as much as we can. We're going to the mine, folks. Get in on the heist. You know you wants to. Should be a good one. We don't have those boon cans yet. We want them. Who wants them? Uh-oh. Here comes that weather. This kind of sucks. Might have to run in a minute, and we're gonna skip the truck. Get it on the way back. Maybe we'll get something nice in there. That's the thing, is I gotta remember that we're skipping these locations and then come back to them later. We still haven't hit Jailers, right? That's next on the list. Just had a near disaster near 500. Left your bedroll. Climb down many falls. Whoa, that's actually super scary. Because yeah, if you didn't have cloth, you'd be tearing up your clothing to make a snow shelter at that point. Because that one rope out, it's either you climb up 2 ropes or 1 rope, but that 1 rope is like one of the longest ropes in the game. And you need like 10 to 12 hours of sleep to get up it. Yikes. You found your second improvised knife? Was it in a corpse sweating, or was it a... was it somewhere special? Hey, nice heist, folks. Good job. The fog got some of you, but not everyone. Alright, what we're gonna do here is drop the vest. That's right, I brought it all this way, just to drop it here. It's just so I had it for the Timberwolves, but Timberwolves weren't an issue. We'll go as far as we can before we stop to have a fire, just because I'll have to like hang out and wait at the fire until weather's halfway decent. Otherwise we're wasting matches. It's one of those things where if we're having a fire, it's got to be pretty serious reason why we're having it, like getting cold. Problem with this valley here, this little canyon, is I put a fire on this side, the wind's going to change direction. Is the mine really worth it? You can dig the cattails in the way, just not the climb. Well, there can be combat pants or a Mackinac in the mine. I've found it's 1 in 3 chance. You either get nothing or you get combat pants and a Mackinac. So that plus the coal, sometimes you get like 15 coal. Gunpowder, usually you get some accelerant, and sometimes a flare, a red flare. So there's quite a bit of loot. And then the noisemakers. Every time I have a wolf pack, say during an Aurora, I can use a noisemaker to defend myself. So I feel like it's mandatory. It's one of those stops too where it might have my bedroll or hammer, and the hammer's huge. I need a hammer in this run. When I don't have a hammer, I'm basically just struggling the whole time. You know, when you're on your way back from the mine down in the river valley, if you just go up the path to the prison all the way, it was there all alone. Nice find. You must have a good eye. I would walk over something like that, I'm sure. See, like maybe putting a fire like somewhere like right here. What do you think? How long is this gonna last? One minute? This is the thing, is we gotta try though. I'm saving the beef jerky in case we need to spam a coffee into us and we're fully hydrated. Yeah, the mine we like just for the chance at the Mackinac or combat pants. I'd probably go there just for that, but then all the other stuff is a nice bonus too. I don't want to pass time here. I'm just gonna hang out. We're just gonna chill and let us warm up naturally, and then we'll try passing time and get a wind change maybe. I don't know. It's hard to predict, but when we've got a fire here, good chance the wind's gonna change and blow it out. We're in no rush. Not even a lot of coal. Hammer be reason, I guess. Yeah. Well, there can be quite a bit of coal, like if you count the coal that's outside. Plus rabbits too. You might not really need rabbits. Like any resource that I can get my hands on, even like something as small as a rabbit is really worth my time. Because then I'm turning that rabbit into a snare or into a pair of mittens or a hat. Or it's a little tiny bite to eat. It's pretty sad, but that's how desperate we are. We're really scraping by on these runs. We need to start hunting soon, but I like to get the whole place looted. We still haven't been to Keepers, Substation, Jailers. So we got some work to do. Uh-oh. This weather's deteriorating, folks. Things have taken a turn. I'm gonna smash this up here. Give me some neat. Uh-oh. Okay, what we'll do is get ready to drink coffees to get up the rope. Yikes, here we go, folks. What are you drinking? I'm drinking it's called a Piña Colada. It's basically navy beans, lime, pineapple, coconut. So, pretty tasty. Hey, at least the wind's in the right direction. The old Piña Colada for lunch. Yeah, it's a staple around these parts. I'm a big fan of smoothies. I have 2 a day at least. Ever since I got this nice blender, like I saved up, I shopped around, got a deal, and got a nice blender. I used it so much, you know, make it worth it. All right, so things haven't gone awesome. Could be worse though. All right, let's try it. We're gonna try to do a sneaky thing here. The wind is kind of not bad. I could maybe run a torch for a minute. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna sleep here. No way. I'm just gonna warm up a bit. But I'm looking at the winds, and it's really just going kind of in an okay place for me. I might try to go. All right, let's do it. We just can't venture too far from this wall. Like if we see cattails, we'll have to get them on the way back. For now... Ah, shoot. Well, GG's. We tried. Good effort. Did you take the bedroll? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm pretty quick at picking up the bedroll. Often, people ask me if I took it, and I just, I kind of like pick it up in one swift motion, but thank you for checking on me. I don't want to forget my bedroll, so don't hesitate to let me know, folks, if you think I'm leaving something behind. Oh, I'll get that hip on the way down. Okay, so we have 2 options. We can get to the cave, sleep with the fire, and then coffee up the rope, Or we can try to coffee up the rope. Now. In a blizzard. Astrid, you will pick these up later, okay? Not now. That or we stim. We have options. I guess the wolves will kind of dictate what's going to happen. Ideally, we get to the cave and sleep naturally and save the stim. So let's bank on that. Too much, yeah, exactly. Like, it's basically like if I use the stim now, I'll always be missing that 5 health. I'll be short that 5 HP. So I'll try to save it if I can. And then maybe like later when I'm exhausted and a Timberwolf pack is coming at me during an Aurora and I don't have any cans, that's when I stim, right? A boss welcome in speedrun? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've had a really good go so far though. This run has legs. Potential. There is potential here, folks. Let's shift W.
Gotta warm up somehow.
Waste our calories, but I don't want to get cold. No cattails, you'll notice. Oh wow, okay, I don't even know where the warm part of the cave is. Holy smokes. Astrid, hurry! Get this going! Alright, dump the coal. And then I'm just gonna sip on a coffee here, just to get a bit warmth. There we go. Hoo-wee! Alright. Okay, not bad. And I want to be thirsty, so I'm trying not to drink. Too much. Yeah, too much HP. Actually, I don't know either. I think too much. Too many health points works, Rec. Too many health points is proper grammar. Too much health points is also proper grammar, but too many HP. I don't know, honestly. English, yeah. English is a mystery, even to me. All right, we don't want to take this water with us. We just want it here, just in case. Like I said, we're trying to get thirsty so we can drink coffees when the time comes. This has been a good this has been a good day for us, folks. We haven't had to run this solid for a while. Like, yeah, it still has a chance at being an epic fail, but look at this. We got our coal drop. We can't pick it up. Oh, get out of here. Get out of town. Look, there's an invisible wall here. What are you doing, TLD? What is this? Okay, there's a lot of coal in here. I shouldn't complain.
Getting a bit thirsty.
Yeah, that's the plan, Astrid. Remember, we talked about that. We're gonna get you thirsty, and then we'll feed you coffee. Can I get this at all? Or am I just... Like, this is as close as I can get to it. I'm hitting a wall. Yeah, see, look, there's like a wall right here. Brutal. Brutal. If you say health points, I would go too many, but if you say HP, then too much. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like so nuanced, but I don't even know. I don't even know. The health is too much. The health is too high. Let's just throw these waters down here.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
I'm gonna eat a tree. Let's try to get another hour, even though we'll probably not be able to. There we go. All right, it's time, folks. Though it's strange since HP is an abbreviation of health points, hit points. Yeah, exactly. Okay, look at this weather. Our weight is 19. Okay, we gotta drop some torches or something. Okay, let's get a cattail in our belly and go. Let's do it. Never played survival before? What's the big difference between this and Wintermute? No story, no NPCs, and it's permadeath. So if you die, your file gets deleted. Oh, we might lose our torch here, folks. So it's a way different monster. And then 2, there's 4 difficulties. Pilgrim is very forgiving, to the point where like the wildlife don't even bother you unless you bug them first. But if you go up to the hardest difficulty, Interloper, it's an absolute nightmare. Seriously. You spawn in with like no matches, really nothing that can help you. So you have to find matches, you have to find a bedroll. It's a challenge. New run, it's going good. Yeah, it's going good. Let's just get a coffee in us. Okay. This is happening, folks. We're doing it. Remember the first time we tried to do this? It was like I coffeed all the way and I was cold. And then I got to the top and I stimmed anyways. That's too much word. EDDP is 2-ethyldiene 1,5-dimethyl 3,3-diphenylpropylidine. What the heck? Information I didn't know I need. Let's not fall off the log bridge here. Astrid, you're cold, but look at this. We got a hot coffee with your name on it. Remember I promised you I'd give you some coffees? We didn't even need to eat our beef jerky yet. It's a metabolite of methadone. Metabolite? Metabolite sounds way better than methobolite. It's a methobolite. We don't need this coffee for the rope, but I need it for the warmth. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's go! Look at this, we're almost like fully rested, folks. Like, what is going on? How are we doing so well? It's a mystery. That must be a chemical formula? Yeah. Methadone? I don't really know, but I know it's used to come off of heroin, I think, as like a way to deal with withdrawals, I think. I honestly don't really know. Again, don't come here for actual information and knowledge. Consult your local professional. Does the weather get colder in Voyager and Stalker? It does. Like, Stalker especially, you'll notice it. But Voyager, not, you won't really notice it, honestly. That was about right, even if a bit confused. You're doing so well because the stealth bear is fighting for you? No! There's no stealth bear. I'm gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine, chat. Astrid's got this one. We're doing it. This is the one. This is the one. I'm gonna get a fire here and we're gonna regroup. I want to just, I know. I'm totally calling, you know, bad weather and wolves down upon me by saying stuff like that, but I'm cocky. It's my style. What am I supposed to do? Got it. Fire starting level 2 soon. Higher doses require weaning. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff's kind of confusing to me, but I had to deal with all that recently when I went on meds for my back. Coming off the meds was a thing in itself that was not pleasant. Is this even gonna warm me up? Yeah, we put like 2 fur into it. Oh really? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's just boil a little bit of water here. Drink our soda pop, because why not? Medications are fun, yeah. It's like being an anesthesiologist. You gotta have a really good understanding of what's going on, because screw up that dose could be pretty trouble. But it's like knowing that everyone's different too. Responds differently. People have allergies. It's complicated stuff. All right, let's get an hour. I think this is the best way for us to warm up. Yeah, Ish, I hear you. Like, I thought I was pretty solid, but I had all sorts of really unpleasant side effects to all the meds I was on, basically. To the point where I rushed to get off the meds when I probably shouldn't have. I was still dealing with a lot of pain, but my stomach was just so messed up that I couldn't handle it anymore. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm getting off this stuff. And then cold turkey didn't work because I felt even worse. So I had to then get a weaning schedule. But yeah, it's complicated. Well, I'm a lab tech, not a pharmacist. Right on. Still have some fun, but don't have all that extra stress, I'm sure. All right, let's go for another hour. We got a heist, folks. Oh. Something happened. Oh, never mind. It's fine. Okay. We're good. We are golden. The only thing is, if it's an Aurora, I don't think we get our bunnies. Correct me if I'm wrong, but bunnies don't spawn during Auroras. I like lots of torches so we don't have to stress our lantern out. Oh, it's an Aurora. I just saw the bright light at the front of the cave, and knowing that it's midnight, what else would explain it? Alright, Aurora rabbits. Are you there? Yeah, heist it up, everyone. You might as well get in on it. Oh, look at this. We got the red. We got the red Aurora. Ooh, oh. Dang. Hold on. Hold on. Shh. Stop breathing, Astrid. Last minute entry. All right, now we're freezing. Like, that was probably not the good play to make right there. Watch us take damage right now. Yeah, new screenshot. I like the red, honestly. It's one of the rare kind of... See, look over here. It's more greens, right? I like when it's like violets and blue and like that sort of deep red. Lovely. Ooh, yoink. See, normally there's rabbits down here. Red, yellow, green. Yeah. Normally there's rabbits right here, so we missed out. And I'm pretty sure moose, rabbits, deer, they despawn in an Aurora, if I'm not mistaken. Go, Astrid, go! I might have to drink coffee for... Oh, you know what? It's only -2 triangle here.
I can't feel my feet.
Now, I forget. Am I gonna get electrocuted? I think I'm okay in the mine. I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I've done this before. This is my first rodeo, chat. Alright. Since it's not my first rodeo, let's do that thing we do where we drop all our excess weight that we don't want to run around in the mine with. This is my best tip for anyone doing this adventure. Don't drop the pry bar though. Don't you dare. We're just trying to lighten up. Like we're 14.35 out of 35. I think we're fine. But the idea is you have less concern about being exhausted while you're trying to get through the poison gas. Yeah, see, sometimes there's a bedroll here, so it's worth looking at. Okay, let's please not get electrocuted. Please. All right, have a cattail. Wires guarding some paths. I feel like I did this run once, so maybe if that's the case, there's like a route around it. Sometimes there's a toolkit here. But let's not get electrocuted. If we have to, we can sleep. It's just a waste of a match, right? We have a lantern, but I'd love to be able to exit this cave with a match unused or saved, you know. Because then what I do is light a fire and warm up a tea before we go to sleep at least, or just push out, warm up and go. See, like, is the water electrified? That's the biggest worry. I'll just do our thing. Nice work. Well, giving points out. Might not be sparking. Yeah, there's wires. See, but these ones aren't sparking. So I'm hopeful that we're gonna be fine. Maybe like one spot there's an issue, but oh, flare, yoink. See, this is what I mean. It's not a lot, but you do get some reliable loot. It's like really we're here for the noisemakers and the potential good piece of clothing. The coal is a bonus too, and all the other stuff. Poor CJ. Alright, take care, Rox. Enjoy your lurk. I hope you get some good for lunch. Oh, that's a dead end. Maybe we should try taking the elevator. Yeah. Got it. Down we go. First day in 2 years, we're gonna work from the office. Whoa, are you excited, Rick? Are you nervous or indifferent? I'm gonna grind my way to that top 20. Do it, Blades, do it. You gotta be pretty consistent, you know, get in all the heists, have some good luck with the gambles. It's not an easy task. We've got some real heavy hitters on that top 20 list. Get to see some other people, bonk them on the head. There you go. Excited? Yeah, it would be like, especially if you're an extrovert, be a nice nice bit of social activity for sure. You know, it's work, but at work you get friends. You make friends with your work people, right? It's gonna be nice. It's cool. I love the little timed events like that where the dust falls from the ceiling. Can't balk them on Zoom. Yeah, ish. I'm kind of like thriving in this in this setting, you know. I didn't really deal with people a lot at my job, with just clients. Like I didn't have many people I interacted with. Some tradespeople that I'd see, you know, someone at the dump, that sort of thing. But for the most part, I was just listening to my audiobooks, minding my own business. All right, folks, let's go the long way around and see if we have a hammer first. Hammer. All right, hammer. Moment of truth. Oh, nothing. We got nothing. We have no jacket. Hey, Maria, good to see you. Welcome in. Maria just did a 24-hour stream, folks. Holy smokes. Maria, you're a legend. That's like your second one too. I've been toying with the idea of a 24-hour stream, but dang. Any advice? How'd it go, Maria? Is it do not recommend or easy? Just drink a lot of coffee kind of thing. But thank you, Mycroft, for shouting Maria out. Last seen playing some TLD, but also plays a lot of fun games. Not, what am I saying? Like Icarus, all sorts of good stuff. Go check it out. I'm just sad we didn't get a piece of clothing there. That was really something that would separate this run if we got the Mackinac or combat pants. But now we just don't have a jacket. We literally might not get a jacket until Keeper's Pass. Video of the dance, I saw that. That coffin dance is actually a real catchy beat. Red Bull? Red Bull gives you wings, right? That will do it. Much easier than expected and tons of fun. Nice. Well, I'm kind of looking forward to when I do mine. I feel like it will be a bit crazy, but I'm sure people will be understanding. Maria, you should be proud. Was that at like hour 23 or were you still fresh at that point? All right, we're halfway there. We've got to do the fog run now. So again, the way to do this, we should just get a better torch out. But the way to do this is just check that you have a full sprint bar. Like I'm doing 99% sprint. I'm fully energized. I'm not encumbered. All right. And then as soon as you come up from crouch, just start sprinting. And don't stop until you're up in the elevator. You get 50 seconds, but you only need like 30. As long as you can just keep sprinting. Sprint on through. There's one stop we'll make to get the accelerant here. Straight on into the elevator. Oh, nice, Ria. Just a little... It's over! See ya! Nice work. Amazing. You should be proud. I think 24 hours is a serious milestone for a lot of streamers. I haven't even considered taking that one on yet. Yeah, Blades, like... I think... Oh, did we go too far? No, we're good. I think, like, depending on the game, like, there's some games I feel like I could play when my mind's half shut off, but TLD isn't one of them. TLD, I feel like I really have to be present, especially in, like, these no-go runs. Maybe, like, Vanilla Interloper or Challenges, I could do, like, a bit more of a relaxed vibe. But yeah, for these runs, I feel like I have to be alert and present. If I did a 24-hour NoGoBra stream, by hour 8, I'd just probably be sending Astrid after Astrid to their demise, which is nothing new. You're taking that redeem out? Yeah, good call. 100 days and 24 hours of Loper. I feel like if you played a super aggressive style with a lot of sleeping and like travel and stuff, you could probably do that. How fast can we get to 100 days? Yeah, something like that maybe, but like switching up the games too would be helpful. Or doing like some multiplayer halfway through a 24-hour stream, probably another good idea. All right, let's get down here. There's always a gunpowder, so worth a trip. Gunpowder is huge. Yeah, it makes noisemakers, but I use it for accelerant like a lot. Would be an interesting real-time speedrun. Yeah, how far can you get in 24 hours? But dang, I wouldn't want to challenge anyone to that. Set a goal and say, all right, it's unbeatable. No one even attempt it. We lived 101 days and 24 hours. It's not worth trying again. Work gloves? Yeah, it's worth a shot. Unfortunately, we're doing well with the match RNG, but we're doing really poorly with the clothing RNG. There's still one more coat spawn nearby, potentially. It's like the truck at Jailer's Residence has a suitcase in the back, potential suitcase. It's not even guaranteed. So if that suitcase is there, we could get an article of clothing like a pair of socks, a sweater, or a jacket. I have gotten a jacket there. So that's kind of what I'm banking on now. We're hoping. That's all we can do. Cheers, Chad. Again, thank everyone for hanging. I really do appreciate all the support. You're awesome. Alright, and this is where we drop... where do I find a tool set in Blackrock? We were just talking about that. I found tools here in the mine. If you know, Maria, the room that has the noisemakers, in that room on a shelf, I found tools probably 4 or 5 times. Also at Homesteader, no, not Homesteaders, Forger's Remnant. You know how there's like that broken down truck, and above it is the broken house with the fire barrel. I found tools there too. So, oh, and also at Substation. So 3 tool spawns that I know of. Substation, near the work table, Jailer's Residence, or in the mine. Yeah, and 2, I think there's a chance at tools inside, you know, the red toolkits, like the red storage containers. Ish, you're heading out? Alright, take care. Thanks for hanging with us today. Appreciate you. Alright, let's get this coal. For some reason, the coal doesn't stack in my inventory. I don't understand. I don't know why. So apparently, folks, we're safe to go through here during the Aurora. We haven't had any sparking wires that have given us trouble. So that's good to know. And it's actually probably something where there's a few lights to help you if you're without a torch, but could not found it. Could have been in the mine. I'm a bit on the fence. Yeah, like this region, honestly, I feel like there's enough here to keep you alive, but there's not a whole lot here. Like, yeah, it has a bedroll and a hacksaw, but I don't know. As far as a spawn region, like, it might be worth just leaving. Like, if you're really keen, you can loot it out and then leave, but it might be just worth more to you to leave, or get the stim and the vest and then come back later on when you're a bit more outfitted. But yeah, as far as tools, it's only like, say, out of 20 runs, I've only found tools probably 4 or 5 times. So it's like a 25% chance that you'll find a kit of tools somewhere. You took your 540-day run. Nice. Get some T-Wolves. That's awesome. Okay, we're still underweight, so we are now technically kind of ready somewhat. I just want to check outside. And what we'll do is we'll warm up some teas. Oh wow, gorgeous night. Minus 37 though. Whoa. Okay, what we'll do is light a fire and warm 2 teas, or like 2 coffees or something, and then get in here for sleep. That, or we just go. Oh, do we not have fuel? Astrid? 80% chance? Oh! Okay, good. Whoops. Oh, we don't even have teas? Oh, Astrid. What are you doing? Oh, it's getting cold! Oh no! Oh, that was bad. The coffee might even burn. Okay, we didn't lose any health. Oh, okay. That was silly. I don't know what happened there. We're starting to throw, folks. I just want to make sure my coffee's not going to burn. I don't think it will, but I want to just pop out and check. Alright. Go into the mine, Astrid! Oh my god! Okay, folks, unfortunately, I got someone coming by to pick something up that I'm selling pretty soon. I didn't realize time kind of slipped away on me. So I'm gonna have to call it here. But I will be back tomorrow, bright and early, 9 a.m. PST, or a bit earlier maybe if I get my butt out of bed and get a coffee into me. But thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. This has been legendary. We are currently at day 5, and we've got 94 HP with a stim in our pocket. And we're like, I'd say, 70% of the main spots looted. But thank you, everyone, for hanging. Violacious Rocks, Maria, Valley B, Negotiator, everyone who's hanging out. Give us a minute. Let's see if we can find someone to send this raid off to. All right, let's go visit Shiggity. I just make sure I spell this right. All right. Feel free to join me. Otherwise, go off on your own adventures. We visited Shiggity before and it was a lot of fun. So let's go see what he's up to. And I'm back tomorrow, folks. More NoGoBra. This could be the run, aside from some poor clothing RNG, but we won't let it keep us down. So thank you, everyone, for joining today, and I hope to see you again. If you're new to the channel, don't hesitate to hit that follow button. You'll be notified when I go live. There's also Twitter, Discord. Both send out notifications when I go live. Discord's also a fun spot to just hang out with the community outside of the stream. See some pictures, share, laugh, cry, all that stuff. It's great. Okay, love you all. We'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for hanging. This was a lot of fun today. We're doing real good, and I'm excited to get back into this one. So take care, everyone. Bye for now. See you soon.